So Kamar was doing pit fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Go ahead, sorry.
While he was doing training as well. So
I didn't. What
That
part of the
sounds like
background
Kamar.
do you need to know?
I just wanted to know. I was just wondering if you were a gladiator. If you were a gladiator, I would have given you advantage, but as a soldier, no. Okay. So I have rolled for the DC for the first bout, first 3 bouts. So go ahead and give me those 3 checks.
So what was the first one? Sorry.
It's in the handout. Athletics, and then acrobatics, and then you do a con check and roll a hit dice as well, and add the 2 together.
Are they saves? Oh no.
No, just checks.
Athletics.
Yeah, athletics. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Then acrobatics or dex.
Acrobatics. Yeah.
And then a special constitution check.
So here you do a con check, and then you also roll I think your hit dice is a die 12, is that right? Or what is it?
Yeah, D12.
So roll a D12 and add it to that 8.
Okay.
And by the way, hey Mocha, no one welcomed your arrival.
Oh. Welcome. Sorry, we were pit fighting.
Yeah.
They were pit fighting. Don't worry about it.
Unfortunately, you face this enormous man with covered in scars, who is almost 7 feet tall, and he manages to beat you in all 3 bouts. So.
Damn. So I get nothing for 3 months, or do I get 2 more goes?
Yeah, you get 2 more goes. That was the
okay.
So all
okay,
right.
I'll try again.
Now, in 4 weeks later, you've patched yourself up. You return.
Feeling ready. I got over the concussion.
Where's the Rocky montage?
Yeah.
Push it to the limit.
Yeah, I've been running up and down lots of steps. I've been punching chicken bags like in Rocky.
Okay.
Get up, Kamar. Get up, you bum.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. You face this drow. Okay, it's not bad. It's not terrible. But keep going.
Considering I've got a +5 on. I know I don't. Yeah, I do.
Just don't roll a 1 on acrobatics again.
Oh God. I'm not gonna get anything from this. And then Constitution. Oh, another bad roll.
And roll a D12.
D12. Oh, that's not too bad.
So you win 1 bout.
Whey!
You managed to
How many?
push him out of the arena, and in that last bout, showing yourself victorious. So you get 150 gold pieces for that.
Hooray!
Oh wow!
Now we do have to talk living expenses in a moment.
But you lose an arm. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Your plot and development and character overall changes completely.
Yeah.
Last bout.
Here we go.
You face this very tough-looking little dwarf with some amazing muscles bulging out of her arms. So go ahead.
Feeling good about this one.
Oh, it's a she.
Oh, 15.
Even better.
It's
Maybe
awful.
it's Kiva.
No, it's not.
Kiva went to the fighting pits in disguise.
Oh my God! What is going on?
That's such bad rolls.
Oh, that's a good roll. But this is the one that I don't.
Again,
But dwarves have high constitutions, so watch out.
Oh no!
You managed to push her prone and put your foot on her back as you win the last bout for another 150 gold pieces. So you.
God,
that's
what
not
a
bad. You netted
disaster!
300, and
Yeah, I guess.
Entirely disgrace yourself. By the way, I think you, Kamar, you need to think about your living expenses. So, are you living in squalid conditions, poor conditions, modest conditions, comfortable?
What difference do they all make outside of
cost? So, if you look up expenses in the compendium, you can see that. So, the daily cost of modest is 1 gold piece. So, we're talking 90 days. So, if you're living in poor conditions, it's only 2 silver pieces. But
do they not have? Does it not make any sort of difference?
And things like that.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Does it not make a difference to any other stat but money? Like
yes, correct.
Okay, I would probably live in like poor then, because he's a soldier. He's kind of used to living.
Okay, so that's
not the nicest.
So that's 18 gold. Subtract 18 gold from your living expenses.
Okay, but then add 300.
Add the 300 you just made. So yes, Dalv, you had a question.
I was just joking. I was saying if you make the conditions too poor, do you get food poisoning like on a regular basis?
Well,
Oof,
anything
I am
with
loaded.
Then you can have misfortunes and other things happening. But okay, I think that Kamar. I think Kamar, if is there anything else you want to do in your downtime?
No, but do I have to? Obviously, apart from the learning how to use a battle axe better.
Yes, you were training on your battle axe, and have we adjusted your sheet to reflect that? I think so.
Have you? I haven't. So if you've done it, then
let me just double check on that.
Oops.
Let's see. So if you go into your battle axe, what did we agree? We agreed. Let me see.
Because I've already got proficiency 1.
Yeah, you can't increase that, but I think I was going to give you an additional bonus on your hits, right? Is that right? I forget. We did this in the chat.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think. Let me see here. Just want to make sure I don't give you anything I didn't. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to give you. So I'm going to modify your thing. You'll see me working on the sheet there. I'll put that, and then I'll put that. And then also two-handed. Get there and there. Okay. Yep. All right. So your battle axe has been modified, and I think you're all set.
Cool. That's awesome.
If you're all set, can you drag your token into the ready box so I know who's done? And I think Janica, you're done as well, right? We've done all your downtime.
Yeah.
Okay. Plenty of spots for everybody. All right, Kiva, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kiva, you're in the library, right? Doing research.
Yep.
Okay, so I've made a handout. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. Can you see it? It says Kiva's research for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in there I've put some general background that you know, and now we're gonna do some rolling for some additional knowledge that could be helpful. I'm going to give you you're researching for 3 months, so I'm going to give you 3 rolls on just on a die 20, and then we'll see what additional information you can learn. The higher the roll, the more useful the information is, and you can make it a check if you want. What's your history? I think your history check is 0 there, right? It's like there's no modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can just roll a history check anyway, just for the fun of it.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Who typed Kamar the Just and his murderous entourage?
All right. You roll a 14. Okay. Ooh.
I think that would be Kamar, by the way.
You
That's
can
the
tell
way he
by the
sees his
color.
party.
You can, by the way, you can tell by the colors right in the bottom there. Who's right? Oh no, I guess you changed the color. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Ignore that. He was.
I will not be a part of your murderous entourage, Kamar. I will murder on my own terms.
Yeah, you will. I just take you to the place, and you just do what you want while you're there.
Taking advantage of his murderous tendencies. I see how it is.
Yeah, I can stay just while you guys do my dirty work.
Wow.
Spoken like a
You're
true
gonna be
politician.
washing the speckle of blood off of your warhammer or war axe while we're doing all the murdering.
Yeah, I only kill people who deserve it. We got Dalv to kill people we were supposed to be friends with.
Like Meepo, he 100% deserved it, right?
Name one good thing that he did.
Name one bad thing that he did.
He got in our way.
Okay.
I'm
not gonna argue about this anymore.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm struggling with Roll20's text editor here, which is making it incredibly.
By the way, Dalv's super reformed now. He's a upstanding citizen of.
Yeah.
Never.
I think the fact that we saw you before means any changes you've made, we don't believe. We know what you're like on the inside. Okay,
Kiva, give me a second roll for your next month's worth of research.
Is it like a history check or is it?
It'll be a history
okay.
check. Yep.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dal, do you reckon we have to roll to see if we believe you and your new
Well,
persona?
you'll see. I have a
Oh
scenario planned out.
gosh. He's midway into the adventure. He's gonna be like, I was never reformed, for I am now thorns.
Okay, and
Or
then
you're just going to continue keep doing everything underhand, and every behind us is going to be a trail of destruction that Dal's
Yeah.
underhandedly done.
We'll
And
see.
probably
Watch the
Danica
RP.
too now.
Kiva, I'm gonna make you proficient in history now, and so your last check is with proficiency due to your studying. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Actually, go ahead and roll that one again because
Okay.
you already learned that fact. So I'm gonna. Ooh, 19. Nice. Okay.
Dodged a bullet.
Wow, her rolls are so much better than mine.
You should have
Okay,
been a
so-
She's
female
better
dwarf.
at
What can I
studying
say?
than you are at murdering.
If only
Okay, Kiva.
history was relevant in the fighting pit.
I've added. I'm just about to add the last thing you learned to that handout, and then it's entirely up to you what you wish to share with your. So can you see at the bottom there under the image? There's the 1, 2, 3 things you just learned,
Okay.
and then so you have the history at the top, and then you have these 3 things that you've learned, and it's up to you whether you want to share them with your friends, your party members, or not at the right time. You're still by yourself in the library, so not just yet. But that's entirely up
All
to
right.
you. What kind of living are you doing while doing this? What kind of quality of living are you doing?
Oh,
Poor, modest, comfortable?
maybe like poor or modest, like something that like saves money.
Okay, so you're gonna live in poor conditions as well. I guess that's 18 gold pieces for the 3 months as you
All
live
right.
modestly. You sleep in the library in the biochemistry stacks at the back. So.
Okay. Should I take that out of my character sheet?
Yes,
Okay. And how much did you say it was?
18 gold pieces.
18 gold pieces. Okay.
All right, and then if is there anything else you'd like to do? If not, go ahead and move your token into the ready box, and we'll move on to Praline. I think, Praline, anything you'd like to do?
Sorry, I logged in a little late. So do we have to take out living expenses and everything?
Not for you, I think, because of the story that happened, right? Because you were, right? Because you were. Now, I guess it's between you and Beignet how much Praline inherited from Beignet. If Beignet gave her any money or not, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Praline's financial status is.
Okay. Well, knowing Beignet, she'll probably get most of Beignet's adventuring gear since she has no more use for it. But most of that money is gonna go to the Church of Lathander, and Praline's 50 gold pieces.
Okay, that's reasonable. So then, don't worry about living expenses. Plus, as a cleric, right, you have the shelter of the faithful, so you can always get shelter in a temple or some such place. No cost. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Praline's ready, go ahead and move her to the ready box. Kiva, anything else you wanted to do? I know you were adjusting your sheet. Kiva, I can't hear you.
Oh, no, I don't think there's anything else I want to do.
All right, go ahead and drag yourself down. If anything we need to finish up for you,
Yeah,
remind me.
remember the bartering for the
Yes.
weapon and
Indeed.
yeah.
Indeed. Okay, so because you're fairly active, you out of the 90 days, you probably only have about, let's say, 20 days in which you can devote enough time to look for someone to make this trade.
But I'm pretty sure there's somebody in the Shadow Thieves that could like hook me up with connections.
But it still takes some time, and so we're gonna have to see if we can find a buyer. Go ahead and roll me a d6. Okay, it just takes you 2 days to find the first potential buyer. Go ahead and roll me a.
Well, the main thing was an exchange to find the item that I seek, right?
Right, you're trying to do a barter, but the same thing. I mean, you need to find someone you can do the trade with. Roll me a D100, and let's see what kind of person you encounter.
Is higher better?
Higher is better.
Boom.
Oh!
Yeah, you find somebody who offers you a direct swap. So wow, you really killed that one.
What kind of swap do you mean?
Well, you wanted to swap. I guess you're gonna. Do you want to do this in private, or you want to do this in amongst the group?
I'd rather do it in private.
Then hop over to that sidebar. You see in Discord, there's a voice channel called sidebar.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, cool. He offers you you wanted a +1 rapier for in exchange for shadow. Yeah, that's what he offers you.
Okay, and it has like some minor magical effect, or no? Because the Shadow Spike had like something. It doesn't have. It could be like, you know, whatever. It doesn't have to be the same exact effect.
Okay.
Essentially, like what it doesn't have to have an effect, but what I'm thinking is that it's not just a rapier that does a little bit more damage and hits, right? So it's more durable. It has like some essence of a magic item. That's essentially
I'll tell you
what I
what.
want.
How about we do this? How about we say it's although it's not sort of strictly magical, maybe it's a rapier that allows you to use poison. So, you know, typically when you coat a weapon, it's the first hit that the poison is effective. But why don't we say it has a mechanism in it where you can give it 3 poison charges, and you can use those at will in a combat, right? So you can make a hit, and let's say there's a button on it, and you can decide whether you want to push the poison damage as well.
Okay, and is that like did you say it's 1 dose, 3 charges, or is it up to 3 different doses?
It has to be this. Yeah. So tell me about that. You've done the poison research. What's the difference? Tell me that.
Well, the difference is acquiring the way that a poison is acquired. It's that determines the cost of the poison. Like, for example, a purple worm is probably the hardest, and it has to be from a corpse of a purple worm. Same thing for like a serpent and things like that. So I was actually looking to get poisons for the wrist needles that I have.
Yes.
I wanted to put a serpent venom poison, but this is again, I saved some gold to see what I could afford after this barter. So are there any fees?
No, it's it's a single. You're just meeting a person. So let's see. Why don't we do this? Why don't we just use regular poison, and you can do
just basic.
Yep. And here's what you do when you choose to add the poison damage, you roll an extra D4 for poison damage for that hit. So here's how it works. You can track the charges in one of those little boxes on the right, and you can make a global damage modifier in your weapons for poison damage, and then you can hit. And if you can hit with your rapier, and if it's a hit, and you want to add the poison damage when you roll for damage, you can click that and add the D4. Does that make sense?
Okay. So it's just basic poison. It's not like some specific one. All right, that works perfectly fine.
Yep.
And then, for the needles though, I'll pre-code it with a specific one though.
Yes, that's a different kind of exactly.
Right.
Okay. So that's your rapier, and you obviously get rid of Shatter Spike or whatever it's called right now, and that's cool. And then you're done. Okay.
Okay. Sounds
all right. And do you need help modifying the sheet, or are you okay?
No, I'll just drag a rapier +1 and change the name to whatever weapon I want it to be called.
Okay. And also remember, when we do the switch in a minute, we're gonna have to change the name on your character sheet to Thorn. Otherwise, every time you roll, it'll still say down.
I'll do that, but this is after the Alf exits theater left. He's still he has to meet the group first. I think this is gonna be fun for the rest of them too.
Yes. All right. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, because if we don't change that name, then the whole thing will become obvious. All right.
Right.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Cool. Let's go back in the group session, and all right. Okay, we're back.
Oh, hey! Yeah.
Also, voices for goblins are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Dalv and Kiva, anything else, or are you ready to move into the ready box with your tokens?
I can't
I'm
see my
ready
token.
to be in the best
You
pudding.
cannot see your token. That is most peculiar.
I could see her token.
I know, that's weird. Yeah, I can see the token as well. Are you... Wait. Yeah, vision is on, everything's on. Are you seeing the yawning, the fire forge? Are you Forge of Fury, rather?
Yeah.
It's on the right, just above the dwarf with the anvil. Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't see it, but I'm gonna try reloading the page.
Okay, go ahead and reload. Yeah, go and reload the page. It's underneath the just near the ready box. Can you see the other tokens?
I could see the 3 other tokens.
Okay, there should be 4 other tokens. That's weird.
All right, I can see now.
Okay, cool. Meanwhile, we have some interesting team name suggestions.
I think we came to an unsteady decision that Lutu Evers, or Lutu
Also known as
Evers.
the Mud Evers in Latin.
Yeah.
We could be the dungeon delvers, like Delve. Henchmen.
Of course, Dalv wants his own name in it.
All right. Well, you can give that some more thought during the course of the day.
Yeah.
It is time to rendezvous in the best pudding, I think. So, my question to you is, who arrives first?
What kind of establishment is the best pudding?
It's a pretty standard, inn of the region. It's a nice. It has, it's calm. It's safe. It's sort of one of Neverwinter's nicer places.
I think
What
Dal's
sort
gonna
of-
arrive first because he's a merchant, so he knows time. Time is money.
What kind of nighttime activities are there at the best
Oh,
pudding?
there's a bard performing, and there's people just drinking. It's not a happening place. It's probably not it's sort of quiet and
Okay, I was just trying to work out if I would be there by accident. But no.
No, I think you've all made a date to like 3 months hence, whatever, on this night to arrive there. So Dal, I think you're there, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. So who arrives next?
I think I'm probably gonna arrive next or third.
Okay.
We can't take the table that's on the very far left that could fit us all.
Well, there's a couple. It's like the regular locals table, and they are and there's a couple of guys there. I mean, you could.
I'd like to roleplay me getting them out of the table.
Go right ahead.
All right. So this is gonna be my my halfling voice. Okay.
Oh no.
So, hello,
Oh
friends.
yes.
Please don't sound like that for the entire thing.
Hello.
How are you doing this fine evening?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sorry, some people are laughing out of character.
How are you doing this fine evening?
Oh, well, very well, very well. I mean, yes, me and my friend here are just enjoying our regular drink here in the best pudding. Have you been here before?
Oh, the best pudding is the best pudding indeed, and the drinks are just as well. I have a proposition for you two, fine gentlemen.
Jadacup is just watching from across the room, trying not to burst out laughing.
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
A proposition of what nature?
Dalf takes out 2 gold coins and puts them on the table, and he says,
I have a meeting with a few of my party members. I would offer this token for you to drink at a different table.
Oh my god.
Well, this is our regular table. We drink here almost every night.
So then maybe 4?
And I take another 2 gold coins.
Yes, that should do it. And they each take 2, and with a tip of their hat say, "Have a good evening," and move over to this very nice table over here and
Very nice,
enjoy
very
an
good.
evening.
Thank you very much, good sirs.
Yeah, you're all most welcome. They enjoy their free beer for the night. So, all right.
I'm gonna wave Janik up over.
All right. Who else is arriving at the best pudding?
What time of day is it, sir?
I'll arrive next.
It's about 6 in the evening.
Okay.
There you are, Kiva. I see Janica is sitting at the other end of the table.
Yep.
So no conversation. Kiva, can you see the best pudding?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you've just entered by the front door.
What did we decide on a time? Well,
Well,
Or
in
did
the
we just-
evening, I think. Yeah, I mean,
Well, we're all
Okay.
arriving, so I hope so.
because I'd like to arrive, but sort of like I think it was about 8ish is what I think I want to arrive at, but I don't know. I don't really want to make
Fine.
everyone sit around for 2 hours. I do in game, but I don't in the Discord.
that's fine.
Kiva, over here.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna learn to love it. Oh my god.
Kiva, you hear a strange sound from the west side of the inn, but you can't really see anything.
You see a halfling in very fine clothes waving at you. You don't really recognize him at first. Because they're very fine clothes.
What about
She
you,
just
Praline?
goes up to the piano, ignoring down.
Praline's gonna arrive, but she's gonna pop up behind Janica.
Okay, do you want me to put you by the front door?
Could you put me behind Janica? See, where is everyone?
On the west side?
Oh, there you go. Hi there.
Janica slowly turns around and just sees this, she's 15, right?
Yeah.
She just sees this 15-year-old girl, and he just nods and says hi.
Now, are you a dragonborn?
Yeah. Why?
Wow, my grand told me all about you.
Oh, right.
My name's Praline Blanc. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah, you recognize that last name?
I do, actually.
And then she sees Kiva. Oh, you're the dwarf, aren't you?
That was a great conversation.
Yes.
My name's Praline Blanc, and I've heard all about you.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm here to carry on Beignet Blanc's legacy. I'm gonna do everything she's been doing on her adventures.
Oh.
What happened to Beignet, little one?
Oh, the
Oh my
halfling.
god.
Sorry, I expected you to be in a cloak or something.
Oh, I'm reformed. I'm a merchant now.
Well, Anne Beignet told me that she decided to retire from her humanitarian missions. And when she told me about her adventures, I made her promise me that she'll let me out on an adventure when I turn 15. So here I am.
Oh, well. Oh, okay. Then you can sit down, young one. But no beer, mind you.
All right,
Oh my
I have a
gosh.
hot lemon.
Does she like only water as well?
So boring.
So, as you're all settling in, the barmaid comes over and offers to bring you a round of drinks. What does everybody order?
Water with lemon, please.
Oh, all right. I'll have to see if we have some lemons in the basement. What about you? And she turns to you, Kiva. Kiva, what are you drinking?
I'm not sure. What do you have?
Oh, we have our finest is our dark ale. It's famous all over the region, and then we also have some sweet mead, and maybe I can rustle up some wine or just regular beer, sort of plain old light beer.
I think I'll try the dark ale.
Ah, good choice. I can see you have taste, young lady. How about you? And she turns to you, Janica.
I'll get 2 rounds of dark ale, 1 for my orc friend.
One for your old friend. She looks around. Which friend would that be?
He's not here yet.
Oh, okay. All right. And then
He has
she looks at
imaginary
you, Delve,
friends.
at the head of the table. How about you, sir?
Oh, I heard of your famous drink called the best pudding. Do you have that?
Oh no, that's a misunderstanding commonly held. The best pudding is actually our dessert. It is a steaming hot vanilla pudding with delicious morsels in it. Would you like to have some, sir?
Yes, I would. And bring another one for this young lady here.
And he points to Praline.
Ah, thank you.
All right. But
May
what
I
about
also
it?
get one?
Of course, best puddings all around, I hear. And then, sir, what about you for drinks? Would you like a dark ale as well?
Brandy if you have.
Of course. Would you like the really good brandy or the really, really good brandy?
The really, really, really good brandy.
Okay. And shall I put this all on your tab, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, all right. I'll be back in a few. And she trundles off towards the kitchen.
Wow, you're really generous.
Haha, the life of a merchant.
All right. Is Kamar arriving by this time, or is he still waiting?
Yeah, I suppose it's about time.
All right.
Yeah. Just for context, I look absolutely awful. I've been living in poor conditions for the last 3 months, and I got beaten on every fight I've tried to do. So I look really like.
You still have all your limbs though, and eyes.
I still
Okay.
physically I'm all there. I just look really, really run down and
Just mentally,
unhealthy.
emotionally exhausted.
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. And I've not got any armor on.
That seems
along
like a
my-
stark contrast to Dell.
Yeah.
He's just fucking loaded, it seems.
Along my back, I've got a tattoo, like across the shoulders, that says "Urky."
Oh my
shit.
god!
I don't know if I have to pay for that. I just thought of it then, but
Oh yeah, and I got a tattoo on my forehead that says Meepo.
What the?
Tattoos cost, depending on their size and how fine they are, anywhere between 1 and 10 gold pieces. So tell us, Kamar, is it a really good tattoo, or is it?
oh, yeah, I paid a lot of money. It's like what I would call football. I guess you guys call it soccer. You know how they have their names across the back of the shoulders in that like semicircle shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like any sport, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know what. Don't really watch NFL around.
Bocce
So
ball, you know?
yeah.
Yep.
So he's got Urky in that kind of no number though.
No number. Okay.
Yeah, and it's really good quality. Like stark contrast to the rest of my condition. I look pretty emaciated, but
Oh, shit.
the tattoo looks incredible.
Don't know if I want you on my team now that you're emaciated and lost every fight. Like,
Well, maybe buy him a pudding. Okay, that's going to cost you 8 gold because it's not very complicated, but it's well done. So
Okay.
we'll call that 8.
you could have
And
always
you're by
asked
the
one of those
door, Kamar.
gladiators to do it for you for free. Wink.
Kamar, you're by the door. Are you walking in to say hi at the table, or?
I'm gonna walk to the middle of the room. Do I notice them? Are they? Because
I kind of wave him down.
how much has everyone changed? Is it okay?
You see
I'll
a
come over.
dragonborn? I don't think
Yeah,
that's...
I'm pretty like, oh, okay, that's probably yeah. And I'll sit down. Hello, team, group,
Hi.
people, friends.
Why,
I
hello,
get a little-
Kamar.
Get a
You
little
don't
bit
look
sadder
so
when I say
good.
friends. Who is the new person? And I point to Delph.
Oh,
Oh, not
Praline.
Praline.
Come on.
Dalv just chuckles. You're so funny, Kamar.
How does he know my name?
You're Kamar, aren't you?
Wait, who are you as well? Damn it, didn't see you. Who are the two new people?
My name's Praline. Nice to meet you. And I think I know all about you.
It's Benye's friend, niece, sort of, whatever.
Where is Beignet?
Actually, probably
Is
more
she dead?
my-
Oh god, I've got
No,
another
no,
tattoo.
no. She's just quote unquote retired.
Oh yeah. So you might know my Grand Beignet. She actually told me to give you this gift, and she
Is
climbs over
Praline
the
standing on the table?
Yeah, she just climbs over the table. And then out of her bag, she pulls a scarf that's crocheted to look like a longsword with
Oh no.
Shatterspike embroidered on the blade. And then
Oh.
she dexterously wraps it around Kamar, covering the Urki tattoo. And then
Oh my god.
Oh
Baron Beignet told me to give that to you. She said you'd like it.
god.
It
Kamar
hurts so
is
good.
furious. He is not a big fan of people touching him and his Urki tattoo.
Really
Nice to meet you too.
Anger, I guess.
Thank you for the scarf.
You're welcome.
So who is the new person at the end? Don't touch me.
My name's Praline.
No, the other one. the small merchant with the weird voice.
Oh, your eyes must be failing you, Kamar. I heard you lost those bouts. Did you lose your mind as well?
How do you know? How do you know? Is it about me? But so would I know that he's Dalv? How would that work?
Well,
Out
I
of
mean,
character for a minute.
He still looks like Dal. I mean, he's got nice.
I never had my face covered up.
No,
as Dalv.
true. Maybe I'm just in complete disbelief that you turn your life around because you were such a heathen before. There's no way. There's no way you've become something decent.
Oh no,
Right.
absolutely decent. He bought me a pudding.
Yeah, what? I'll buy you one if that's what all it takes. I won't
And,
know because I'm cheap.
On cue, the barmaid comes and hands out all your drinks, including you, Kamar. You receive a dark ale.
Hurrah.
And
Who is
puddings
this?
all
Thank you.
around.
Oh, it's
So,
so good,
how-
this pudding.
How is everyone else's down free time?
Oh, great. Riveting. Wonderful.
If only Beignet were here, she'd cast something to make us all talk.
Dalv's gonna
Yeah, he
speak up.
cast persuasion.
Yeah, persuade Janik up to tell his story.
Dalv's gonna stand in his chair and do the little thing that they do at weddings, except he's using the pudding glass and the spoon. Like clink, 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 clink. Let me see
So
if I
when you
can-
stand up in your chair, are you like normal height for us sat
Yeah,
down?
pretty much. So he do something like something like that.
Ah, and he says, "Oh, I welcome you, you friends, my adventurous friends. I have some good and bad news. I'll start off with the good news. The good news is, I have done well for myself as a merchant. I have given up my roguish ways of the past. The bad news is, however, I have also given up adventuring. So I will not be joining you for further adventures.
Wait, what?
Nice. All right. Cool.
Yes.
This is actually so much better. I was
I
was
have been
thinking about bringing
reformed,
this.
and I do not feel comfortable doing violence like Kamar did in the past. That is not my way.
Come on, let's that slide. I'm glad you've come forward, Dal, because I was thinking about saying it anyway. I just think the way that you approach the group and loot, completely selfish, and you're not working with the team anyway. So, bye.
Dalv shrugs,
If you say so.
and then he continues saying,
Well, I will be here in the city of Neverwinter.
and he gives them like his contact information, which is not him, but a group of associates that he deals with. and
He says, "This is where you could find me through these other merchants, and I would like to bid you adieu. But however, I know that you're in need of a roguish sword, and I do recommend one person really in particular, highly. He should be meeting you shortly, but I do have business to attend to. It was nice seeing you all."
and Dalv walks away. Yeah, he leaves 30 gold on the table for the barmaid and for the rest of your drinks and food.
I turn to Janik and say, "Good riddance." I'm glad we never have to see him again, and he'll never come back to the story in any way.
I as soon as I see Dalv leave, I kind of spit on the contact information with my fire breath and turns into ash.
Well, you might need a merchant later to sell your loot, but he might give you
Yeah,
a
yeah, whatever floats your boat.
good deal.
Well, now
Let
that
me
we've
take
got
the
rid
gold
of
off
the,
my character sheet.
now we've got rid of that waste. Should we get some real drinks in? I down the ale and I order some shots.
But you're not.
It-
You don't like Dalv, but you don't like his money, huh? I see how it is.
Oh no, we don't use your money. We leave that on the table. It's tainted. It's been touched by, a murderer.
Did he leave his brandy there?
Oh no, he drank it.
He's just gonna down the brandy.
I don't know that.
Well, he didn't fully drink it.
Praline-
He sipped it a little after the pudding.
I don't know that Praline's 15, so I'm going to order some shots anyway
Oh
because no
no.
one's told me yet. Just kind of assuming that everyone is old here.
This is a ground-up drink, ain't it?
Ground up? No. What is she
I
of age?
I lean
No.
over to Kamar and I go, "How old is this kid?"
Old enough. I ordered some shots. I just start shouting shots randomly, hoping that a waitress will appear.
Can I get a Coke so I can mix this?
Okay, I'm just gonna go get the barmaid. You guys stay
Yeah.
there.
So, Praline, how was Beignet? Did she suffer from, PTSD or perhaps survivor's guilt? Anything like that?
Came back happy as a lamb.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
worrying.
Yeah.
Did she tell you the story of our adventure together?
She did. She told me how you saved that kind woman's daughter.
Oh, right. Did she ever mention Erky by any chance?
She did. And she mentioned his unfortunate end. He, for some reason, entered the mouth of a frog.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep, willingly entered.
Yeah. So, Praline, are you good at healing, like your grandmama?
I can heal a bit, but I never cared for those beams of light she would shoot out. So I'm all about the lightning and thunder. Want to see?
Oh gosh.
Yes. See, behind us, there's a group of 3 people. One of us the dwarf, there's a black guy and a woman. Try it on them.
Oh, Oliver, I sent you a DM.
Okay. Gotcha.
Can I coerce Praline into shooting them with the lightning?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Who was the evil one again? Was it Dalv?
I'm chaotic
just-
good.
Right.
well, Grand Beignet told me never to raise my hand against my friends or they'll abandon me like my parents did.
Jesus. Okay. Well, they're not your friends, so
I don't
come
know.
on.
I kind of like you. You
What,
seem
me?
like a friendly sort.
Me or Kiva? Because you're making a mistake if you think I'm the friendly one.
I sat next to Kiva.
Okay.
So, as you're chatting, Janica has gone over to approach the barmaid, but as she comes out from behind her counter, she suddenly flies into the air, slips on something. 2 trays full of beer mugs and glasses and puddings go flying into the air, come crashing down. The bard stops playing and runs to the end of the stage, and the adventurers from your next door table come running over, and the man from the night watch as well, to see what's going on.
Do we see this?
You hear it. There's a huge crash, like 2 trays of, it's like
I'm gonna give the drunken applause when someone makes a mistake at the restaurant. You're like, "Way!" I assume no one else joins in.
They clean up the mess. The owner of the inn comes out from behind. They sweep it up. Everybody's fine. The barmaid's fine. She's got a bruised elbow, but otherwise she's okay. And people return to their tables. The watchman does a quick tour of the inn, settles down over here, and the bard resumes her strumming and singing quietly as things turn back to normal. Janica, what did you do when this happened?
I just kind of stood there while she fell, and I shrugged.
Are you returning to the table? Are you standing around watching her clean up? What's going on?
Yeah. After she fell, I just kind of shrugged and started to walk away.
Oh no, you didn't get the shots.
She'll be right by.
Not nice to laugh like that.
Hey,
Misfortune.
the barmaid slipped. Sorry, we don't have any shots.
Great. And now this other small person has come to join us.
And who's that munchkin in a raven cosplay?
Yeah.
Are you Meepo? I heard about you.
Janica, you want to jump in on that?
The masked figure throws Grenel's necklace on the table.
Oh, buddy old pal, say it ain't so. Ah, so you did kill that orc.
Wait. Who's this?
Don't
Thorn.
you see? Yeah,
God.
thorns. And I do air quotes with my fingers.
Oh no.
At that point, the owner of the inn comes over and says, "So sorry for all the ruckus. What can I get you all?"
Shots.
Yeah, but I walk over to him and I whisper, and could you make one round of them just lemonade juice for the girl?
Okay,
Can
no
I-
problem. We'll have it right over. And
Thanks.
I can't believe it. Dalv is now devastated. No, sorry. Kamar is devastated that Dalv has returned. He was so happy that he'd never have to see him again and his loot would never be stolen from him again.
That's great. Who are you? I don't recognize you.
My name's Thorn.
Delph, we know it's you, so please stop with that stupid voice.
a few moments later, the barmaid returns and says, "My apologies," and she gives you all 2 shot glasses. The 1 round's on the house for all the disturbance.
Oh, don't be sorry.
enjoy.
It happens to the best of us. We all make mistakes. Isn't that right, Dalv? Sorry, Thorn. Your mistake being coming back here. I go sit next to him.
Dalv pulls out an ornate dagger and plays with it, looking at Kamar.
I pull out my battle axe.
Well,
And
it looks
start
like you're
playing
gonna have to
with it.
start. Like, I mean,
The
you
Night
might have to
Watchman coming
re-roll a
over.
new character. Just saying, like, you're approaching this random person. Like,
Wait, so do I
you're
not
not
know
questioning
it's
where
him?
he's from, like, about
I
his
thought I
background
knew
at
it's
all.
you.
No,
I
this
thought I
is
knew it's.
this is a. I could give you a description if you want of the
I
person that
see
you are.
Kamar and Delph starting to bicker, so I down 2 of my shots and start walking over to the
Wait,
bar.
so
I'm not
does
bickering.
everyone know
Thorn,
this?
Thorn isn't saying
sorry.
anything.
If I don't know him, then I'm not going to be mad at him, so I won't do that. I thought I recognized him. Okay.
No, he's masked. I could give you a character description, but you're
Yeah,
never
it's
like
different.
asked.
Thorn. Yep.
Okay, so it's he's wearing black studded leathers. He's wearing a his hood is up. You can't see his face or his hair. He's wearing black leather gloves. There's no skin exposed. He has a black cloak that doesn't billow too far away from his body. which could conceal a number of many things. Also, the mask that he wears, in the it's partially shaded by the hood. The part that is exposed to the light seems like a grayish white, but the part that isn't exposed to the light, you can't see it at all.
Okay.
Right.
By the way, Praline, you never described yourself either, since you're new. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's 15, probably scrawny, like say 5 feet. She probably grew up vegetarian, living in the church and all, so she's definitely pretty skinny, not very strong.
Vegetarians just got called out. Say, Thorn, we're on the cusp of a grand adventure, and one of our party members, who was very good at healing people, hasn't turned up for reasons outside of our control. Do you happen to have any healing, and would you want to join us for a share of the profit?
I got healing. I got the healing word.
Thorn, you're no longer needed, but you can join us anyway if you want.
Thorn nods, he points to Grenel's necklace, and he says, I have been vouched for.
There's no doubt in your skill based on your attire. You're clearly a tryhard. So, do you want to join us? I'm not entirely sure what we're doing. I'm drunk. But I'm sure I won't regret this in future because I've never met you before.
Thorn replies, I heard there was a job, and what are the stakes?
I don't know. And
he looks around.
He comes around the corner.
He looks at you. This misses you after a minute, like half a minute. He looks between Praline and Kiva, and he says, "Who'll be leading you folks?"
I think Kamar would actually know, but I've completely forgotten.
He asks Kiva because Praline's too young, and Kamar seems like he's a goofball.
Wow.
This is like Thorn's opinion based on how you acted so far. So
I'm just trying to be nice and hospitable, but fair enough. Jeez.
Thorn. Okay, that was Thorn.
Yeah, I thought it was Thor as well.
Is it, so remember when you, those of you who were with the party when you finished the last adventure, Lady Hucriel gave you a reference and pointed you in the direction of a possible new adventure, excuse me, and and of course Kiva did some research on that. I wonder if Kiva, you wanted to share some of what just the general context of and then maybe some things you learned or not. Up to you.
Okay. I need to go look at it again.
So Janicub's just like, he left the party? Oh, he's in
bar.
the court. What is he doing?
I'm sitting at the bar.
Okay,
So the context is that Baron Althon of Blasingdell is the friend of Lady Hucriel. Blasingdell is a town northwest of Mirabar, near the spine of the world. That's what you all know from the discussion with Lady Hucriel. Let me just show you that on the map. Right now you're here in Neverwinter, and up here is the town of Mirabar, and Blasingdell is sort of up a couple of days northwest.
Sorry, I can't see any of this.
Okay, can you not see the map? Oh, because I didn't put the players there. Sorry, my bad. There, the map. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now you're in Neverwinter down here, and this is Mirabar up here, and then Blasingdell is a couple of days northwest of Mirabar, sort of up into the foothills of the spine of the world.
Right. And so, where was that? What is that? Where we're told to go, sort of thing.
Well, that's where Lady Hucriel told you that this basically the nobleman who runs that small town of Blasingdell, Baron Althon, that he has need of an adventuring group. and that it's related to the wars of Durgeddin the Black. And now I'll hand over to Kiva, your historian.
Okay, so like my research told me that that Durgeddin's mark has turned up on an old broken blade on a small mountain known as the Stone Tooth near Blasingdell. And so now that I know, and so wait, yeah, we are looking for the hold on, sorry.
Take your time, don't worry.
Yeah, we were looking for the fortress Khundrukar because that is what protects Glitterheim, which is the series of caves where I think where Durgeddin led his people. And so I knowing that that Durgeddin's mark has turned up on that sword or the blade, I know that Khundrukar is near Blasingdell, and I can make sense of the map, and I uncovered, and I know the way to Stone Tooth, which is the mountain, which is where Khundrukar might be, and so I guess that's where we're going.
What does this have to do with Baron Althon?
Who?
So the Baron Althon of Blasingdell, the lord who runs that small town, it's his men that found the broken sword with Durgeddin's mark on it, and
right.
He suspects that Khundrukar, which is Khundrukar is the fortress. The Glitterheim is the cave system behind, and it was the last refuge of Durgeddin the Black. He led his people there, and during the Orc Wars, they were defeated there. So Althon is interested in sending an adventuring team to explore the Glitterheim to see what riches and wonders there might be.
Wow, you're smart.
Yeah, wow. I didn't know a fighter could be so smart, Kiva. Well done.
And some additional research I did, I found that there are orcs probably still in Khundrukar, so we should probably be careful or be ready for a fight when we get there.
How do you spell Khundrukar?
I'll type it into the chat.
Thanks.
Parker's
I'm kind of
in
trying
the
to take
chat.
notes for this adventure, so I know what's going on. Oh, wow. And you said there was orcs there?
Yes.
Ah, well. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am one of them. So I'm pretty sure we won't have a problem. This will be a cakewalk.
Are you guys all related or something?
No,
Sorry, I don't know.
Me and Kiva are just friends, and we've only just met Thorn, so we're not related. No.
Oh, I meant you and those orcs in Khundrukar.
Oh, no. It's just sort of a race thing. Yeah, in fact, sure, we do know each other. That's kind of the rules. It's like you know every human, right?
I know a few.
There we go. That's all it takes. There are only a few humans about, right? I think we should set off tomorrow. Clearly, it wouldn't be appropriate tonight. So, I
Thor's
believe
gonna cut Kamar off right in the middle, move
I'm
towards
gonna-
the table. He's gonna look at Kiva and say, "Your leader speaks true, and mighty quest it is. I have 3 conditions." And looks at Kiva.
What are your conditions?
1, once we leave this table, we have each other's backs regardless of anything that happens, we are one unit. 2, loot is split equally. And he looks towards Kiva, indicating that she should be the one like in charge of handling the stuff. I mean,
Kamar loses his beer through his nose.
Yeah. Nobody has denied that Kiva's the leader. That's Thorn's assumption because she explained the quest to him. So unless you correct otherwise, that's going to be Thorn's assumption from thereafter.
Yeah, Thorn can continue assuming that, and he can also continue assuming that I'm going to adhere to that requirement. There's no way I'm backing you if you do something dumb. I'm going to say this. Actually, I'm saying this in person. I'm going to say.
Go ahead, saying.
Yeah, Thorn. You know, I appreciate you, very skillful, and I don't mean to undercut our leader here, but I think it would be unreasonable for us to back a member of this party, even if they commit an atrocity. I think that we can adhere to that first requirement within reason. If one of the party goes off and starts murdering people for no reason, willy-nilly, we reserve the right to cut them out.
Thorn doesn't.
In the book, the Three Musketeers, the thing called "All for One and One for All."
I appreciate that.
Care to read it?
It's a book. No, I've already read it. Thanks. I'm actually smart.
Thorn is gonna look to Praline, then look back at Kiva, dismissing Kamar entirely, and he says,
the little one speaks more sense than the other one. And he says the third condition depends on whether you agree to the first two.
I don't want to overrule the group, but I feel like we need to talk about the actions that this group took last time. We got pretty unhinged, and I believe that's why Beignet took an early retirement, because she's dealing with a lot, being a murderer. But
we will accept your conditions if you accept our conditions.
Oh, nice.
Which are?
Yeah.
Which are, our first one is that we will not murder everything in our path, and if we have to make a big decision, we will discuss it as a group.
Oh.
And no one will steal loot, and all the loot that we find will go to the party and be divided at the end.
Sounds
Were those
reasonable.
conditions?
Murder is tedious anyway.
Were those conditions for all of us or just for him?
I think for everyone, yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, all for one, one for all.
Janica, are you at the table during this, or are you?
No, I was still at the bar, just trying to wait it out.
I'm gonna call Janica over, saying this is a team meeting now.
She'll leave the command with you. Well, I'm glad we've got a leader.
And my third condition seems to be met. It is gifts.
And he's gonna slowly get up and move over to behind his barrel and pull out a heavy sack, drag it back to the table and slam it down on the table. Then he looks to Kiva.
As I said, gifts.
Gifts for us?
For the leader to divide amongst the party.
And I'll tell you in chat
thanks.
what it is.
Okay.
One hempen rope, 10 pounds. 1 black gloves. 1 hunting trap. 5 rations. 1 small shield. And Dalv's gruesome bugbear necklace.
I get the necklace.
Damn it! No, I want the necklace.
Okay. So, how do we decide who gets what?
You know what? Cut
Fist
the
fight?
necklace in half. Come on.
No, fist fight.
I don't think we should have a fist fight.
Are you sure you want to do that, Kamar?
battle axe fight?
I don't have that.
Well, you should have thought about that.
I mean, I'm not gonna engage in a fight with you.
God.
Damn.
All right, fine.
Kamar seems a little feisty after all those brawls
Well,
in the pit.
if you want the thread of bugbear ears, then
I'm
take
just trying
it.
to spice it up. I don't want that shit. It's awful. It's disgusting, and it's
Okay, well
touched
then
that guy
I'm
called
taking
down.
it.
Yeah, have it. Screw him. Didn't want it anyway.
All right. So, what about the small shield? Who would like that?
I've already got a good shield, so I don't think I need a second one.
Praline, do you have a shield?
Yeah, I got my grand shield.
Oh, nice. How small is the shield? Is it like
It's a bit bigger than a buckler, but enough to be considered a shield.
Could I wear it as a helmet?
You could wear anything as a helmet. I don't know if it'll do any good.
Well, I'm just thinking if no one else needs it, I might as well have it.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try and strap it on my head. I don't know how that's gonna work.
And what about the black gloves? I think I would like those.
Okay.
And then I think everything else we can just put in the party loot.
Yeah, I got about the party loot. How are we gonna? Who's carrying that? I don't mind being the pack horse because I'm the strongest. It makes no sense, I guess.
You said that you look emaciated.
Yeah, I look emaciated, but underneath, I'm actually stronger than ever. It's I've lost a lot of the fat that I was carrying. I have 0.5% fat now. I'm shredded, absolutely shredded.
What did you guys? By the way, did you sell that dwarvish scroll case that you found?
No, we kept that, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I'm gonna take this stuff off my my sheet. You guys are adding the stuff, right?
Yeah, if you took it, add it to your character sheet, and if not, put it in the group loot.
Okay.
All right. The barmaid comes over and settles up the bill with the money that Valve left, and thanks you all for a nice evening and for the generous tip, and welcomes you.
What, we tipped her?
Well, in the 30 gold, there was plenty.
Oh.
There.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, should I add like the rope, the hunting trap, and the 5 rations to the party loot?
Yeah, I think if no one is taking.
No one is taking those.
And thanks you, and welcomes you back to the best pudding whenever you wish to have fine ale and pudding.
So, leader, at what time should we reconvene tomorrow, to set off?
What time is it now?
It's about 10 o'clock in the evening now. You've yeah.
Okay, maybe like, I mean, how long is the journey? How long does the journey look to be?
It's quite a journey. Let's go back to the map. So let's see. It is 100 miles to Luskan and another 300, total of 300 miles to Mirabar. So that's like a 2-week journey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
are there like stops along the way?
Yeah,
there's rest at the night. Like
yeah, I mean there's Luskan, which is this town right on the you can see it there, and
okay, how long would it take us to get there?
To Luskan, it would probably take you like 6 days. It's about it's 25 miles a day, so for 5 days, let's say 5 days.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're gonna need some gear, like camping gear.
Yeah,
then
I was gonna ask you whether. Yeah, I mean you can. You've got bedrolls and stuff like that. I'm not worried about that. Food as well. But I did want to ask you whether you wanted to purchase anything else. Before you go on your adventures. For example, healing potions, things that people sometimes buy.
I think we should do that tomorrow morning. But I don't think we have to roleplay it, do we?
No, you don't have to roleplay. You just have to tell me what you're buying and subtract it from your gold and put it in your inventories. So.
Yeah, how much are they?
potions of healing or 50 gold pieces?
Oh, that's awesome. Praline's money.
And how much are the better ones?
The better ones. I think that's for a standard one. I think that's the only one you can buy, to be honest.
Okay, I'll buy 4 of them. That's 200 gold, right?
Yep.
I have 0.5 written down for a potion of healing. I have no idea why. I'll just get rid of that.
Is that might be the weight column? Is that the weight column?
Ah, yeah. Whoops, that is the weight column.
The weight's on the right, the number's on the left. So, yeah.
Okay, there we go. 4 healing potions. All right.
Anybody else doing anything? Buying anything?
Yeah, Dalv's gonna buy 2 serpent venoms and
Thorn,
apply it.
right?
Huh?
You said Dalv, but you meant Thorn, right?
Sorry, I'm just so used to playing Dalv. It's
No,
sorry.
it's a habit. Yeah. No.
Yeah, so Thorn's gonna buy 2 serpent venom, and he's gonna apply it to. I'll tell you what.
Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead and got it.
One
Yep.
one to each of those. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
I'm taking 400 gold off my character sheet for that.
Okay.
And you guys said that we needed bedrolls or camping equipment. Do we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume you've got that. I'm not worried about that. Just
So I'm just gonna not put it on my character sheet. We're gonna have that.
yeah.
Okay.
I think we don't need to do that. All right. Anybody else? Okay. Then you are going to set out the next morning on your journey. It's an uneventful journey. These are well-trodden paths that you're on, and you get to Mirabar, and from there you set out. Let us stop being in the tavern, and you set out for the town of Blasingdell. And who is going to be sort of scouting for the party?
I've got +2 perception.
Okay.
Is that a relevant stat?
That is a relevant stat. Yeah, perception is a good one. Survival also, if someone wants to give me whoever you decide is sort of whose job it is to look ahead. And now that you're coming off the beaten path and you're going through a smaller road that goes through the countryside, who's looking out?
Is this passive perception or active? Because mine is a +6 on perception, but my passive 16.
It's passive.
Wow.
I mean, if you look at your PPs, yeah, Thorn, your PP is probably the highest. So are you
Jeez,
scouting?
passive. Okay.
Yep.
My PP is quite small.
Yeah, mine's just huge as a halfling, you know.
Relatively huge.
Okay, cool. So go ahead then. Actually, I'll do the rolling. I'll do the rolling to see what happens. Okay, you have an uneventful journey towards Blasingdell, and you make it there. And Blasingdell is a small town. It's just in the foothills here of the spine of the world, and it's a mining town, and it's about 3 days journey on foot from Mirabar, and then you find a small town. What do you do?
Guys,
Town
I'm
has
tired.
a-
We
Go ahead.
rest. Can we rest in this town, guys?
Yes, there is a small inn called the Griffin's Nest, and there's also a temple.
Woohoo!
Question.
not my
I
sound
I forgot to ask this before we left. Is there someone? Could I have purchased a bag of sweets, like hard candies or something that last long?
Yeah, and in fact, even here in this town of Blasingdell,
okay.
there is a dry goods store and outfitters. You can certainly buy that kind of thing here as well. Yeah.
How many pieces can I, is in a bag of sweets?
25?
And how much would that be?
I don't know, 2 silver. High quality candy.
I'm going to try and find the best place for us to have a night's rest.
That would be the Griffin's Nest Inn, and
Okay.
yeah, so you go there. It's a comfortable inn. Sorel Bankdown, she is the proprietor, welcomes you. She offers you room and board for 8 silver each, and
the temple there.
yep.
Okay. I get myself a room, and over the course of the 2 weeks, have I worked out that Praline is 15?
I don't know.
Are you sober the whole time?
Oh yeah. I'm not. I'm not an alcoholic. I was just drinking because I thought we were.
So is every human like? Can you not tell genders? Like, is every human just the same to you?
Kind of, yeah. Obviously, I can see if someone's real old or real young, but like there's kind of like that murky area in between where
Like, humans say the same about orcs, by the way. So.
Yeah, it's fine. You get used to what you get used to. So, I assume I talk to her about beignet and things and get to know her, maybe.
Yeah,
because she's
do
new.
some.
I bought
Do
the
some of that.
25 pieces, by the way, so I deducted the gold.
Okay.
So where did you? How did you meet beignet?
I was left at the front of her church when I was a baby.
Oh,
And
right.
she decided to take me in as her ward and raised me ever since.
So how old was she when she took you in?
Whenever I ask her that, she says a lady never reveals her age. Oh, whoops. I probably shouldn't have said I was 15.
Oh, okay, you're 15. Nice, all right. Okay. Probably shouldn't have got you those drinks then at the bar. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it was
Oh, well.
sour. It's almost like concentrated lemon water.
Yeah. Weird.
Jenica
Is
did
that-
ask.
I
Is that
winked
how
at Kamar.
Is that how humans taste alcohol? Okay, anyway.
And yeah.
Well, I'm...
Thorn grumbles, corrupting the young ones. He raises an eyebrow at Kamar, but he doesn't see it behind the mask.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us, and I'm sorry that beignet couldn't be with us. She, we had our differences, and but she was always the party healer.
She said she liked you. That's why she made you that gift.
Yeah, can't help but feel like it was a slight though. But,
Are you wearing it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've been walking a lot. It's probably quite cold, so makes sense. Yeah, I'll probably be wearing it. Although I've put it in such a way that you can't see
Does
the
the scarf count as
writing.
armor?
No.
Because then
Yes.
Barbarian loses certain
Yeah,
things, right?
I lose everything. my armor would go down to like 9 or something.
So
But,
as you're chatting over dinner and finding out more about each other, this man dressed in relatively worn out and shabby versions of what might have been fine clothes at some point comes and introduces himself, and he says, comes up to your table. He says, "My name is Sir Miles Berwick. I'm the mayor here in this town, and it's my job to find out what strangers are up to when they come here. What is your business in Blasingdell?"
I
Where'd
turned to look
I-
at Kiva.
What was
We
our group
are
name?
just passing through. Yeah, we're on our way to we are on our way to Khundrukar.
Oh, so the rumors have already reached the world outside of our little corner. Baron Althon would probably want to see you. His house is just off the main square, just around the corner from here.
Would he want to see us at this time?
It's only early evening. You could certainly call on him tonight if you wish, if you make it swift, or in the morning also. Anyway, if you're here for some adventuring, that's fine. Just remember, we have strict rules here in Blasingdell, and no nonsense, no malarkey. Otherwise, Sergeant Kuln will be by, and will be asking you to spend the night in our luxury accommodations. And he says this with a chuckle and a laugh at his own joke, and walks away.
Sorry, sir. What's the age of drinking in this region?
Age of drinking? I've never heard of such a thing. What do you mean?
Well, do you not have any rules like 5-year-olds can't go to the pub and drink? Maybe.
No, that's up to the parents. There are no rules for
Well,
that. I mean,
what if there aren't any parents?
There are strict rules about misbehavior. You just keep your nose clean, young man, and you'll be just fine here in Blasingdell. But no, I've got my eye on you.
Oh, great. Thanks. Well, Praline, do you want a drink? It's legal.
Well, that lemon, yeah, it was pretty lemon. I kind of liked it.
Okay, I go to the bar and order us all some lemon shots.
Lemon shots? The bartender looks at you. We have moonshine up here and an ale.
Do you got any lemons?
Lemons? No, it's a little chilly up here in the spine of the world for lemons.
Have you got any fruits at all?
Fruits? No. Is that soft sweet thing that some people eat? No,
yeah, it grows on trees. Okay.
No trees around here for fruit.
Have you got anything sweet that goes in a drink that isn't alcoholic? Anything that's not alcoholic.
Are you looking for a date? Certain things to add into drinks? What is this?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm just trying to get a concentrated something so that Praline can have a drink without drinking.
Yes, I see. Yes, we have some.
Okay.
Some
I thought you were trying to take advantage of young maidens.
No.
We could put some of this here honey that we make locally.
Oh, perfect. Honey and what sort of alcohol spirits do you serve here?
We just mash up whatever we can lay our hands on and then distill it. We don't have any particular word for it. We just call it moonshine.
Okay, great. I'll have 1 shot of moonshine and 5 shots of honey water thing, whatever you want to call it. And
okay, I'll have that. To you. Mm-hmm.
Great. Make sure you give me the moonshine.
Okay. She comes to your table and hands out the drinks.
Praline, this is a local delicacy, moonshine. So won't taste quite like lemons, but have a go.
She just downs it and puts it on the table.
Woo! You're learning.
What about the others?
Dalv doesn't drink it. I mean, fucking. I'm sorry. Thorn doesn't.
If they aren't going to drink it, I'll slide 1 to Praline and I'll have the other one.
Yeah, another.
Tanika is just looking in horror as Kamar is intoxicating this 15-year-old.
Dalv's gonna keep his eyes peeled like fucking Thorn. Again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be making the mistake until
what
I
a great secret identity.
Thorn is going to be keeping an eye out whether she drinks alcohol or not.
I winked to Janik like continued your ruse, hoping that he understands what that wink means because it's been 2 weeks.
I kind of shrug and nod and shake my head like I have no idea what you're talking about.
He has no taste buds, huh?
Fake drunk.
Oh yeah.
Like when kids drink juice or something, they're like, "Oh, I'm so drunk."
Okay, maybe this was a mistake.
All right. Do you have any other plans for the evening? It sounds like you're probably not going to call on the Baron tonight.
Well, Thorn, you are a sneaky fellow. Do you?
Perhaps.
Well, how about you scout out the location? Just for the fun of it.
No.
The town of Blasingdell? Is that what you're talking about?
No, sorry. The Baron Althon's building.
Oh, yeah, it's just around the corner, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you want to scout it out, or should we just go in tomorrow? I'm sure he's probably safe, but you can never be too sure, right?
Thorn is going to look at Kiva, and then turn back to Kamar and say, no.
Okay. We are getting along so well.
Please. Go on.
She's clearly not like her.
Thorn is going to turn to Praline, point to Kamar, and say, "Don't let this one corrupt you, young one."
Oh no, he's awful nice.
Be wary.
Well, I think we should not go like tonight since the 15-year-old is drunk.
I can't believe anyone else is tricked by this.
Sorry, I'm such a lush, guys.
To be
okay.
clear, if Kamar offers alcohol to Praline, actual alcohol, he's gonna put his hand on it and not let her drink.
But he doesn't know, so as far as...
No, he said he's keeping an eye on it. He could. This is Thorn we're talking about. He knows what liquor is, and what is honeyed water.
All right. So no visit to the Baron tonight. Are you doing anything else before you turn in? And Praline, are you going to stumble back to the temple, the worse for wear?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Janica
Honeymoon.
has Dalv's gruesome necklace, right?
Yeah.
I was just making sure who got the necklace.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Thorn's gonna stay behind and chat with Janica.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that Praline makes it to the temple, because even if she's not drunk, she's still only 15.
Okay.
Well, I can go with Kiva. Us girls gotta stick together.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
I
go to my room. I don't want to get in the way of Janica and Thorn's discussion.
So, is everybody else staying in the inn, or Kiva, are you staying with Praline in the temple?
Yeah, I'm staying with Praline.
Okay.
My bosom buddy.
It's you have a very simple but clean accommodation there, and the rest of you are comfortable in the tavern. So the next day it dawns, and the small town of Blasingdell comes to life as people go about their job mining in the local iron mines. And so it's 8 o'clock. You have just finished your breakfast at the Griffin's Nest. You've settled up your bill. Praline and Kiva have come over from the temple, where they had some delicious dried crusts of bread and water. And there you are.
Is Praline hungover?
Oh, guys, I think I have a headache.
Okay.
It's kind of adorable because I feel like Kamar is becoming an awful father figure for Praline now.
Well, who else has she got though? Because Thorn is, and you're chaotic evil. So
You know nothing about Thorn. What are you talking about?
I know, but
You tried to get him arrested by him skulking shit out, and he flat out said no.
Are going chug, 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 chug.
If anybody's the bad influence, it's you.
it's water.
By the way, I loved how we're role playing a lot more in this one.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Okay. Well, I wake up early before everyone else. But not ridiculously early. And I'm just sat downstairs, having a glass of water, reading the news.
So what time do you wake up, Kamar?
I don't know. What? 5.
5 in the morning?
So sunrise?
Yeah, sunrise.
Okay.
I think sunrise is 6,
Okay.
so yeah, 6 then.
I'm probably gonna wake up at around 7:30 and I'm gonna meditate in my room.
Oh, did Janica and Thorn have their conversation last night? Or, right? Was that what you guys were doing?
I
Yeah,
think it
once-
was mainly just like small talk.
Yeah, just like saying something along the lines of, Thorn has heard about Janica from his associate, that he's a strong warrior.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
Okay.
he would point to the necklace from time to time, and just make small talk.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sat downstairs and waiting for everyone to appear, thinking about what we've got ahead of us, and how to do it without losing more allies. Reminiscing about Urki.
Or intoxicating more allies.
with water.
Hey, it still counts.
Okay, are you going to call on the Baron, or
Well, is everyone else up? Are we all up and about and ready?
Yes.
I'm up, but
Okay.
I'm still in my room.
I'll go knock on then and just be like, we're all ready. We're gonna go see the Baron if you're ready. If you're not, we can come pick you up afterwards if you want.
If you knock on Dell's door, fucking, sorry. If you knock on, if you knock on Thorn's door, he's already downstairs. It's an
I
empty
meant
room.
Janik up. Sorry, I assumed you were already downstairs. Sorry.
Yeah, I was there before
Yeah,
everybody.
sure. I'll come.
Okay. Awesome. Just the old gang's back together. Drummer boy.
Right, now I'm gonna have to sell that drum.
I'm gonna. I see. So you haven't told us anything that's happened. So I'm gonna assume that you're relatively the same as how we left you 3 months ago.
Oh yeah, then it'll be a big surprise.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we're-
Thorn and you made small talk. Did you like drop any hints or anything like that? The night before?
I just said, well, my downtime was rather toasty. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So I think I just assume you're a little bit off, but you'll come back to your old self within a few hours of the adventure. Kiva, are we off? Are we going to the Baron?
Well, if everyone's here, then yeah.
I think we are.
okay? So, are you going to call on the Baron?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go and knock on his front door. His servant opens up and says, "Ah, you must be those adventurers. The mayor came by last night and warned me that you might be coming to call. The Baron is just finishing his breakfast, but he'll be ready to see you in just a few moments. Please come in." And he welcomes you into the house and ushers you into a drawing room just off the front hallway. And you wait there for a few minutes, and then the Baron comes in and he says, yes. Are you those adventurers that Lady Hugh Creel wrote to me about a few months back? You seem to fit the description, at least some of you."
We've had a slight change in personnel, but the core of the group is still here.
Indeed. Well, she was most pleased with what you were able to do. Of course, a tragedy to lose both your children to such evil circumstances. Horrible. I myself don't have any children, so this is not a thing I worry about. But it's the poor old Lady Hugh Creel. She's so dear to me, and he sort of mutters to himself for a few more minutes as his eyes glisten with some moisture as he's fighting back the tears at her tragedy.
I give him a hug.
Will a Baron let you do that?
As you approach him with your arms out, he takes several quick steps back behind the sofa and says, anyway, to business. Yes. So, as you know, from the note I sent to Lady Hugh Creel, a most interesting find was made just a little couple of days north from here, near one of the mines that I operate in the region. I'm a mining man, you see. We make good money with iron and coal and the occasional more precious things. But anyway, this broken sword was found, and he produces it goes and picks it up from the sideboard where it's laying on a cloth, and it's a finely made sword hilt with a short segment of blade that's been broken off, but clearly visible on the upper part of the blade is the smith mark, Durgeddin's smith mark that I showed you earlier. I think it's in the party handouts. So it's a crossed hammer and axe with the letter D emblazoned above it. And he says, "My historians tell me this is the mark of Durgeddin. You know of Durgeddin, of course."
Yeah.
Indeed. So the the suspicion is that if his weapons are near here, then perhaps the Glitterheim is in fact not far from where we are today.
Yeah.
Right.
You
So
know
that-
the story of the Smith's War, right? You're familiar with this.
No, I think I'm not. I don't know if that's because real life me is forgotten or whether we've not been told.
Well, let me just tell you the legend. So during the big, this must have been some years ago now, quite a long time ago, 100 years or so or more. Durgeddin led his people after their homes were destroyed by the orcs. He led his tribe to, apparently now we know, to this region, and he created a new home for them. The Stonehammer clan is what they were called, and this is known as Glitterheim. This home was known as Glitterheim to the dwarves, and he built a mighty fortress in front of it called Khundrukar. And then they lived there happily for quite some time. But about 100 years ago, they were discovered once again by the orcs, and a terrible fight lasting for months was waged on that mountain. And during that time, Durgeddin, a master smith, and his helpers are said to have forged some extraordinary blades in their anger and bestowed their best craftsmanship and their fury on them in order to wreak vengeance on the orcs. But alas, they did not prevail, and they were, as we believe, killed to a man, and then the all knowledge of them passed away. Most tragic history episode in our history.
Thorn's gonna ask.
He gives you the side eye, Kamar.
Oh, oh I see. Sorry, what was the tribe called?
The Stonehammer clan. That was the name of Durgeddin's people. Yes.
Okay.
Thorn is gonna ask, are orcs weak or dwarves strong?
Well, in this case, the orcs prevailed. Now, legend has it that they used treachery in their fighting, not honorable. But again, he looks at you, Kamar, smirks slightly, and clears his throat. But the dwarves, well, I think it was just that there were not enough of them.
Not honorable, yes.
Honorable? Are you saying?
Well, I mean, historians, perhaps their opinions are divided, but certainly the orcs used, shall we say, every trick in the book to prevail, and indeed they did.
Well, it was the honourable book, so every trick was honourable then, so it's fine. It's fine.
Well, let's not quarrel amongst.
Yeah, let's not
here.
dwell on it too long. I crack my knuckle.
the business at hand is that I'm willing to reward you richly for bringing me back any kind of information, of course, about the Glitterheim. If you're able to provide just some scouting information or even some maps, I will give you a rich reward. Of course, retrieval of one of the blades of Durgeddin intact. Well, that would be quite a prize, and I'd be more than willing to make it worth your while.
Does Kiva remember that we have a bone scroll? Would that help us in any way?
It's just a case.
No, we have the scroll. Yeah, it had a parchment.
Yes.
But I don't think we should give that in yet, because that might be useful later on. Maybe. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Also,
it might be useful.
Is cartography a skill? How does that work? If we were to draw some maps, or at least attempt to, how would we go about doing that?
Yeah, there is a cartographer's, I think, kit.
Oh, excellent.
Cartographer's tools, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look
it up in the compendium. It's a toolkit, and yeah, you can use that to make maps. if you have it, and if you have to use tools, you have to learn, you have to train with them, so you can't just grab them.
Right.
You have
How
to,
long
like,
would that
train.
take? Like,
It would take, well, according to the core rules, it's 250 days.
right, okay.
Or maybe Kiva could convince this Baron to lend us a cartographer, and we could scout and give information or whatnot, and he could make maps for the Baron or whatever.
Indeed. If you just jot down your observations, I have on my mining exploration team, I have people who can make maps of it later. I didn't mean for you to draw the maps, just to bring back the information. Most importantly, where is Khundrukar, and how do we get into it? All right. Did I lose you, or are you just thinking?
My keyboard's really loud, so I'm muting myself to just quickly make notes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I keep going.
So I offer you 20 gold pieces each for sort of scouting information. If you are able to bring enough information for me to make a good map, I'm happy to pay you 50 gold pieces each. And,
are you? Sorry. Are you? Would you pay for us to reduce the threat in the area? Would that be something you're interested in?
Well, I have to say there hasn't been all that much threat. I mean, this is rough country. This is the frontier, and we do have the occasional, brawl in the town, and of course, people do go missing from time to time. But I'm not sure whether they're falling down the shafts of their mines or whatnot. There have been rumors. You could check with the mayor of the occasional abduction, though, and stuff like that. I mean, it's yes, but
well,
I'm more interested in the blades of Durgeddin myself.
Well, I'm just thinking too. We've been told that there are still orcs in the area, and if you guys want to, would want to recover the blades, we could maybe help reduce the number of orcs in the area to help. And I'm just wondering, would you pay?
No, I mean,
okay.
If you come across some orcs and clean up some of that, we can talk about it later. I'm happy to stake you, but it's again, my interest is more in the wealth, and that must be in Glitterheim still to this day.
Thorn is going to nudge Janica, point to Kamar, and say, "Kid killer."
God, why am I the bad guy?
You just offered to kill orcs. Like, hello?
Yeah, because they're bad. I'm one of them. It's allowed.
Oh, okay. Murder of my own kind is okay. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I would love a backstory on Kamar and why he's like separated from the orcs.
It's nothing personal. It's just we're here. We've got a job to do.
Nothing personal, kid.
I'm just trying to get this team some funds, and I was inevitably we're gonna kill some orcs. I'm just saying we might as well make some money from it. In the meantime, there's no point just killing those orcs because they got in our way or they attacked us. Why not get paid 50 gold per body? That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Thorn.
We'll be heroes, and that's my mission. Be the next hero.
Okay, so the Baron turns to you all and says, "Do we have an agreement?"
How much for a recovered blade?
Well, that's a tough thing. It depends on the value of the blade. If it's really a spectacular thing, we will assess its market value, and I will give you twice that.
Okay. And so you don't have any more information about where Glitterheim or Khundrukar is?
Oh no, he gives you a sketched map where the broken sword that he showed you, where that was found, and Kiva he gives it to you. Kiva, I think as you shared earlier, you made a map of your own from your research.
Yes.
And you compare the two maps, and you see that the sword was found very close to where your research suggests the stone tooth is.
Oh, okay.
So yes, you do have a pretty good idea of where the stone tooth is, which is the site most possibly of Khundrukar.
Okay. As long as we have a direction, that was my concern.
Mm-hmm. You do. It's
Uh,
north of the city, north of the town of Blasingdell. Yeah.
Kiva, do you think we're ready to leave? Are we done here?
Yes. I think we
Excellent.
are.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Baron Althon. Athlon, whatever. But
Yes.
we'll just leave. Althon.
Okay. So it's the morning. Are you going to set out?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
It's about 3 days march. The Stone Tooth is about 3 days march north of the town, and you travel through a dark, deeply forested hills beyond the town's outskirts. As you travel north, you pass through brooding pine forests and deep vales. From where you stand now, you catch sight of a tall, steep hill that rises to a prominent bare knob of rock. Can you see the map?
I think it's all black.
It's black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cunning. I made it all black. Oh. No, shouldn't be. Oh, maybe because there's no tokens on it. You don't have tokens on. Let me put your tokens on there. Give me just a sec here. Okay, let me actually put them where you
I put a meme in Discord if you guys want to look at it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where?
I don't watch Game of Thrones though, because obviously, so I don't get it.
It's she was like an assassin, and this big knight's like fought her, and she like disarmed her or whatever. But this is like going a step further.
I see.
God, Game of Thrones.
I hate the artwork. It's so
That's
disgusting.
the point. It's supposed to be so bad.
Okay.
Sonic OC in there.
Because they just threw some random animated people.
All right. So as you travel north from the mining town of Blasingdell, you pass through the brooding pine forest and so on. Where you stand now, you catch sight of a tall, steep hill that rises to a prominent bare knob of rock, and that is. Can you see the map now? Yeah.
No.
Nope.
No.
Still not.
Correct.
Are you just? Is it black? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be dynamic lighting.
No, the dynamic lighting is off.
Don't know.
That is fine. Oh, the old dynamic lighting is on. Okay, why? Hang on just a second.
Ah, the blind mode. I love it.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. I did not see that the old. Yeah, okay, now here we go. Now it should be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay, sorry about that.
How far is that? Like, how long would it take to get to the top?
There's a scale on the right, 100 yards. It's not super far. So let me finish reading the description, and then we'll take a 5-minute break. So what you see here is this prominent knob of rock, which is the sort of peak in front of you here. That's called the Stone Tooth. It's a tall, steep hill, half covered in foliage and trees, but then above the tree line, this bare, very dramatic-looking rock pinnacle.
Can you ping it?
Yep, that's right here.
Oh, okay.
And then a thin spire of smoke arises from some unseen point. You can't really see it through the foliage, but it's to the southeast of this rock. And you can make out a steep, narrow track that's right here that runs back and forth across the mountainside here, sort of in a serpentine, to climb up into this part of where we are. So we will take a 5-minute break. It's 10 of, so at 5 of we'll resume, and we'll see what you do.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Is everybody back?
Yeah. I'm just wondering, how do you spell glitter Hame?
Yeah, like glitter and then Hame. So.
Oh, okay, I got it right. And is it Althon? Was it?
Correct. Yeah. Althon. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure my notes are right.
So now what?
Exactly. What do you do? It's over to you guys. Let's make sure everybody's back.
Are we all back?
Not sure yet. I think Kiva's
I'm
not
back.
back. Kiva's back. Thorn, are you back? And Praline, I guess we'll.
I'm back.
Okay. Thorn, are you back?
Thorn is here. Let me just finish muddling my gin and tonic. I'll be right back. I still hear you. I have my headset in the kitchen.
Okay.
Gin and tonic. How posh! I love it.
Wow. Pretty
That
early.
sounds more like a drink for Dalv than a drink for Thorn, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right. What do you do?
Well, my first idea was going to be go to the hill, but I didn't quite realize the scale. So, my survival. Sorry, go ahead.
What time is it?
Well, it's I would say it's probably midday. It took you about 3 days. You set off in the morning, so it's probably maybe it's, let's say, 2:00 in the afternoon right now. And in fact, let me set the time for that, and we'll say it's just after 2.
Well, I think we should go straight up the path because this foliage is probably too dense to traverse through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we still have the light with us.
Yeah. So, and who wants to go first? My survival's +2, but also if we meet any orcs, I'll actually be able to talk to them. But then again, do we really want me at the front?
I can take the back with Dalv.
I'll be in the middle.
Dalv's back in Neverwinter.
Yeah, Janica, that's kind of weird.
Thorn is gonna say, "I'll keep an eye on the back," and he's going to go behind some bushes and attempt to stealth.
Okay, so you're just following the path. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who is in front.
I don't either.
We're in front because you want to talk to orcs if we came across.
Well, it was an option.
Kill them.
I'm not biting. I really don't like. Kamar really doesn't like this new addition to the party.
No, that was out of character. I was saying that.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. I guess I'll go first because I can talk to anyone that we see. Well, not anyone. I can talk to the orcs if we see any.
All right.
Hey,
I've sort of put you there. You go.
Come on.
All right, so go ahead and move yourselves up the path if that's what you're doing. Okay. Where you're going now, Kamar, the hill becomes noticeably steeper, and as you can see, the path takes these serpentine switchbacks to try and help get up the steep slopes. But you are continuing to be able to march up to the thing. All right. Okay.
Making good progress.
You are making very good progress.
Does Thorn need to continually do a stealth check, or?
We should have. Damn it. Sorry. No, it doesn't matter.
You can do another stealth check for me there if you want. Yep.
Should have really had Thorn second because of his high PP.
Okay. So stop there for a second, and we'll move on to the next map. Let me just.
Oh, yay!
Pull out the thing. So the path climbs up one last steep switchback towards a bare shoulder of rock. The hillside rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously on your left. And I'm going to bring you onto the map. Just give me a sec here. So first, Kamar. And then Kiva. And then Praline. And then Jacob. And then Thorn. All right. Hopefully, with all things being equal, you can see the map. Nope, because I haven't dragged you there as players yet. There we go. Now you can see the map. Bottom left if you're having trouble, but you should be able to see yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can see myself, but nothing else.
Yeah.
Can you see
You
the
guys
other
are in like a circle? I didn't know.
Yes. Oh, is that circle? Okay, weird. Hang on. Interesting.
I see my
This
token on
map
a dark
is
background.
huge.
Okay. One thing at a one. Okay. Thorn, you're seeing your token on a dark background. Yes, because you have no light, and it's so it's let me give you a light source out there because the sun is shining. I think that is reasonable.
Me too.
Yeah, I'll just put the sun out here, and that way you'll be able to see something. This is the thing when you have in maps with both indoors and outdoors, then it's hard to do the lighting in a way that makes sense because if you set the daylight setting, then everything is revealed. Okay, let me see if that makes any sense. Can
There
you see
we go.
now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is everybody good now? Can everybody see? I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so let me read that part again. The path climbs up one last steep switchback towards a bare shoulder of rock. The hillside here to the right rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously on the left. That's a steep drop that you're seeing there on the left of the path you're marching up. Debris and rubbish lie scattered over the last 100 yards or so. Discarded water skins, bits of charred bone, and splintered casks or kegs. Up ahead, the path opens onto a wider ledge, and then it will double back sharply again into the mountainside. What do you do?
Steady, people. It's getting a little bit steep here, and with my back on the wall, sort of like inch across. Like, obviously not that. It's not that thin, but taking precaution. Maybe someone who's more dexterous can go first to make sure the ground is suitable. But I don't really mind.
Okay, what was that?
Have we been able to see him the whole time? Because it's been
Okay, stop.
bad.
Whoa, Kamar. Whoa, everybody. In fact, stop. So, Kamar, give me a stealth check.
Oh.
Not bad. Whoa, so what do you see ahead, Kamar?
Oh shit! It's like an orc, maybe two.
So two bestial humanoids in hide armor are standing watch on the ledge. They appear inattentive and bored.
I step back a bit, sort of into the cover. Oh, there's two orcs, maybe orcs that way. What should we do? What's the plan of action?
I think you should approach them and talk to them.
That
Okay,
is
but-
a horrible idea.
I'm actually really good at discourse, so that's a great idea. But what are you guys going to do while I talk to them? I think that
Maybe while you're sort of talking to them, you're like sort of distracting them, and we can sneak past.
yeah. Thorn, do you want to sneak up behind them so that if shit hits the fan, you can get a jump on them?
And already an attack with my bow in case.
I've not even killed anyone yet. All I've done is give water to a child, and I've got such a bad reputation.
Okay, guys. We're gonna play this realistic. So if you start bickering on the hillside here,
Sorry, no, that was me in real life. Come on, I didn't
I'm
actually
just
say
saying,
that.
I'm just saying, whatever you do will have real world consequences. If you
Okay.
Carry on.
Wait, what did Thorn say?
All for
No, I was saying if I'll distract them, but if the distraction doesn't work, you're in a position to help me and fight them. Is
Yeah.
what my idea, and you're the best one for sneaking, so it makes sense that it's you. Okay, I'm gonna. I'll walk over then. Probably not that far. I'll begin walking over, hailing them. I assume you guys are going to try and hide.
I can't see anything up ahead, so I don't know.
same.
okay, Kamar, as you
Big Ulf.
move into the open there, the two orcs sort of refocus their attention from each other when they were discussing something rather intently, and they turn to you and say, they look at you, they get their weapons ready, and they await your approach.
Whoa, steady on, fellas. I mean no harm. I move
Are you
closer.
saying that in orc language or in common?
Yeah, orc. Did they seem to get any more aggressive the fact that I moved closer, or are they? What?
They
How are
approach
they?
you and they say, "State your business. What are you doing up here on this mountain?"
I am traveling with on my own. That's awful. I'm traveling on my own and I'm exploring the area, and I saw some smoke up the hill, and I thought I'd come and investigate. I'm from the nearby town. No, I'm not, because they're probably, yep, fine. I'm from the nearby town. I've said it now, and I'm gonna start as I talk, slowly trying to circle around them. Well, not circle around them, but sort of direct the vision away from the group so that the group can get around, if that makes sense.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? I see Thorn is sneaking up. He's hidden. What about the rest of you? Are you just holding tight?
I'm gonna stay like out of the way of his light.
Okay.
But-
Thorn, give me another stealth check right there.
Get an 8.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So, Kamar, what are you doing at the moment? Tell me how you're engaging with the orcs.
So I'm staying with. So they've readied their weapons, haven't they?
Well, they're holding them. I mean, they're not.
Yeah.
It's not like they're.
Oh, okay.
They're not holding them high. They're just sort of. They're they're on alert. You've come up into their space, and their job is to obviously guard this area. So,
Well, I just want to know what you guys are doing here. I've heard tales of a leader called Big Ulf who has been unfairly treating my brethren. I'm here.
oh, and so when you say that, their eyes lock on yours, and they are very interested. And they say, "Oh, you have heard of this Ulf?"
Oh, tales. Yes, I've heard tales of his stupidity, his cruelty, and how he is a horrible. And I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Thorn, you're not carrying a light, are you?
I took the one because it was stationary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, if so you can't be sneaking around carrying a light, so that would be weird. So the one that I made is supposed to be the sun, so I'm happy to move it around.
I thought this was all open. Is this like a cavern or?
No, this is open. I'm just saying in general. No, this is open. We're still in the open, so I'm fine with you having it right now. But if you were to go south, then that wouldn't be quite so good. So if you were willing to drop it, I'll position it where you can use it, where you can see it.
I just dropped. Wait, I thought I dropped it. Drop all.
Yep.
Okay, it worked.
There you go. I'll move it over here, and hopefully that will give you light. Now let me make it another one, and then we'll put that one over here so people can see. Can everybody see? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thorn, while Kamar was talking about Big Ulf, you were able to sneak across, and with advantage, you were able to stay in the shadows over there because he distracted them very successfully with that excellent piece of dialogue. All right. No, you got their attention.
Yeah, you gave me advantage. Thank you.
No problem.
We seem to have lost Kiva. Where is Kiva's token? Oh, are you under? Are you guys standing on top of each other?
Oh.
Janica, are you standing on Kiva? Ah, yes, you were. Okay. It's okay. I just want to make sure her token was there.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing now?
Can I attempt to sneak past them?
You can.
Okay.
Give me a stealth check. Yeah.
Can I help again?
Yes. What do you say?
So tell me about Big Ulf. I've heard stories, but I want to hear what you two gentlemen think.
Well, Ulf is our so-called leader, but he is an idiot and a thug, and he knows nothing of orc kind. He is just the worst.
Is he not an orc?
No.
Oh, I spit on the ground.
They all spit as well. No, it's he's this horrible ogre, and it's been foisted on our tribe, and what a disaster that was. He is big and strong, and he has beaten some of our enemies. That is true, but any idiot with a big weapon could do that. All right, Kiva. Oh, you stealth the hell out of that. All right, off you go across.
Okay, so I can just like walk past them here.
Well, come back down south a little bit and just take the shortest route across the hallway there, across that. Yeah.
Can I go next?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Kamar? What do you say next?
I've heard rumors of a folk tale around here. I was wondering if you guys knew anything about it. What are you guys? Why is a group of orcs doing around here?
Oh, orcs have lived here since time forgotten, over 100 years. I mean, it's true. This place used to be some little dwarf king something or other, but it's orcs now. It's orcs all the way down, and it's not a bad place.
If while they're talking, I ready an attack with my bow in case crap goes south. Okay.
Well, anyway,
I'm glad to hear. Sorry, yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm glad to hear that the dwarves have gone. Nothing I hate more than those small little fellas. Ugh. But I did hear a story about the dwarves and some coveted weapons they have. Have you heard anything more?
Well, I think that's yes. I mean, the orcs speak of that too. But when we vanquished the dwarves and killed them all here in these halls, there were no weapons. I don't think the dwarves are that good at making weapons. I think that's just propaganda.
Interesting.
Yeah, there are those rumors still, but we don't venture too deeply into this hill. We stay up here and we focus our attention on the nearby settlements. That's how we make a living.
Wow, yes. So, are there any deeper? How come you've not explored deeper?
It just hasn't been interesting to us.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't. Okay, Janikop, are you gonna try and?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm just waiting here with my bow ready.
Say, fellas, would how much do you guys get paid to do this duty? What? Oh,
Yeah, carry on.
how much do you guys get paid to do this?
Well, it's not much. Ulf doesn't pay very well, but he gives us plenty of ale and we have a decent living.
Well, how about you guys take a gold each, and I can you can just forget that you saw me, and I can continue through the passage down the stairs.
Oh no, I'm afraid that's not possible. You're gonna have to go back the way you came. This is not a place where we allow strangers. We'll take the gold though, and they snatch the gold pieces out of your hand.
Right. Okay.
Thank you kindly, and it's best be on your way now.
I
And
understand.
the grip on his bow gets a little bit tighter.
I just start walking down the stairs, hoping that they just don't care.
No, they care.
No.
They suddenly look a lot more aggressive, and they're like, no, that's the wrong way. Come back up here and go down the way you came.
All right. Okay. Fine. I know when I'm not welcome.
Okay. And what do you do at that point?
I don't know. I just keep walking until I see Janikop.
Okay.
Like, what the hell are you doing here? You were supposed to go.
I was waiting for a signal or something.
Everyone else went. Oh, great.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know this, but a giant dragonborn is going to be noticed a lot better than a 15-year-old and a bunch of small people.
Well,
By the way, you're yelling, and they're quite close.
yeah.
I assume that
Carry on.
was a whisper yell.
Yeah, that was whispered.
Yeah.
It was angry whispered though. Okay, so I kind of head round the corner out of eye shot, out of line of sight. Well, Janikop, how are we gonna get round now?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm holding a bow and it happens to be aimed at them.
How? So, just answer me this, Janikop. Why am I the one who's got all the bad names if you're the one who's threatening to kill the first people we've met? But I like what you're thinking. I think it's a bad idea, though.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Oh.
All right. So
Are you shooting?
We're just kind of discussing what to do.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to make my sounds work. For some frustrating reason, they are not working.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
You guys need a distraction? Oh.
Yeah.
No, you
probably.
can't talk to each other. You're like far away.
As
Yeah.
you guys, as Kamar goes back down the hill, one of the orcs, makes sure he's actually walking down, and then they return back to their original positions, and look at each other like, "Who's that weirdo?" and break out some jerky and start talking about Big Ulf again.
Okay. Like, I'm gonna in game wait for like 5 minutes, and then I'm just going to try again. Just going to try sneaking past them, but hoping that someone else will come up with a decent idea before
At
that
this
happens.
point, I've put the arrow back in my quiver and I put my bow away.
All right, Kamar, move yourself. The others are still hidden. They're still hiding in the shadows there. Go ahead and... Okay, as you reach, even a bit before, why don't you go back like 1 step? The orcs sort of come jogging out and say, no, we were... Yeah, they're like...
They get to sneak.
I'm waiting for this to go so horrible.
I thought I was trying to
wrong.
sneak past
Oh my
them.
God.
Oh, you
Are
were
they...
sneaking past them.
Yeah, sorry.
My bad. I didn't see you roll, so...
I didn't.
You were going back to just to talk to them.
Oh no, I was going to try and sneak just past them without an advantage.
I think you need a stealth check. Then.
Yep, give me a stealth.
Oh jeez.
So Kamar, as you come clunking around the corner, the orcs jog out and say,
Was
no,
I right?
No,
Was I right?
They're sort of giving you the wave, and you know.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
Okay, I pulled out my bow and my arrow again.
No,
Okay.
I cast Shatter.
Okay, now it's time to roll for initiative. So
Oh.
hang on just a second. Let me just remove this and clear that. All right. Well, it's just to keep the keep everybody.
Okay.
How shall I put it? In the
In order.
in order. That's it. Oh.
Oh no, it's the troubling brothers Wark and Thark.
Okay.
Did you say
Kiva,
Lark
will you
and
give me
Fart?
Their names are Wark and Thark.
Are they?
Working.
Kiva, are you going to roll initiative, please? And do we have everybody else in?
How does he his name?
I don't see the option on my screen to roll.
There it is.
When you click your token, you should the thing should pop up on the left. Top
There
left.
it is.
You see it? The token button? There you go. Perfect. All right. Kamar, what do you do as these orcs come walking towards you saying, no, sir, no.
What you gonna do when they come for you, Kamar?
Oh, bad
Um,
boys, bad boys.
Bad orcs, what you want?
I'm gonna. Oh, how would holding an action work?
So you would
Well, I just mean because we're not in combat, so I don't. It's not.
no. Well, you are effectively in combat. It doesn't mean
Okay.
you have to fight, but you would ready an action to use. So you would tell me what action you're readying, and then what the trigger conditions of that action would be.
I'm just gonna walk away. I don't think that makes any sense.
So you're walking down. Okay,
Yeah. Oh, I've not measured how far that is.
that's fine. Yeah, it's not more than 25.
I'm gonna head to there, and that's it.
And Janicup, you seem to be out in the middle of the road there. I'm just gonna say, okay, never mind. Yes, Thorn, it's your turn.
I'm just going to maintain the stealth that I had, not moving, plastered against the wall in the shadows.
Are you readying an action?
I'll ready a ranged attack.
Okay. Praline.
I'm gonna cast Shatter. It's a level 2 spell, could I cast it as lower than level 2?
No. If it's a
No.
level 2 spell, you have to cast it at least at that level. Yep.
Alright, Kamar. Alright, I'm gonna Shatter, except it's gonna be like off the cliff, kind of like behind them, so they'll kind of be like they'll kind of hear the loud noise.
A ping on the map, then. I think.
Oh, like oh, it's not working.
You hold it.
You hold. Yeah.
There we go. Kind of right there, or yeah, around here. So it's shatters basically a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from the point of your choice within range.
Okay. And the orcs both fail their cons saves and take, I guess, 11 damage, right?
Oh,
Is there...
I'm not attacking them. I was just making a really loud noise, like off the cliff, so they'll like run to that point and then kind of look over there. So
yeah, but the way I understand the spell is each 10 foot. Oh, it wasn't 10 foot. Well, they were not within 10 feet, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm just
the radius was over at the cliff to the north, right?
Yeah.
Can you link it for? I just want to read the description.
Yeah.
So it was like here.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's...
Thanks.
Yep. Okay. So they obviously look around, startled. They did fail their con saves, so at least they're shaken by this if they're not actually injured, and look around themselves in bewilderment.
And that's all I can do for this turn.
Okay.
Actually, I would have hidden a little bit more, but...
So, Thark, being the more alert of the two, will continue to pursue you, Kamar, just to make sure that you get off the mountain. And then, of course, he does spot you, Janickup.
Of course he does.
Damn
As
it.
he arrives, he pulls out his weapon and his great axe, and he makes an attack.
Yes!
It's a miss. You dodged elegantly out of the way of the swipe. Wark, by contrast, goes here to explore the source of the noise, and he sort of goes to the edge of the cliff there and looks around into the void to see if he can discover where it came from, whether there is a threat there.
Hearing that there's clanging from the south, can I release my ready to attack or no?
What was the condition for your release of the attack?
Well, I've ready to ranged attack, and I'm Thorn is on. The intention was if there is fighting, he will come to the aid of his companions.
But you can't see the fighting, so.
But I can I hear it from here or no?
You can certainly hear. Yeah, you can hear. It's only 40 feet, but unfortunately, it's through the side of the mountain, so you can hear it, but you can't see it. So it's hard for you to.
Can I attack the other threat that I see when I hear the sound?
You can, yes. I'll let it pass, but let's try and be more precise in ready to action conditions. Go ahead and shoot the. Are you going to shoot at work then? I guess. Yep. Go ahead. All right, give me a critical fail.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It's a fumble.
And that's a ranged attack, right?
Yep.
Ah!
10 feet for a short range attack. Okay, there are none. So your arrow just goes flying off in the distance. There are no other combatants within 10 feet of the target. So
it just flops within 10 feet of me?
No, it would be within 10 feet of the target, right? So the arrow just shoots off into the void, and that's it. All right, that was the end of Wark's turn. So, Kiva.
Would it be possible for me to like shoot at the orc that's like near the edge and like pushing him off the edge?
It's not going to push him off the edge. You can do, if you want to run over there and give him a shove, which is a contested athletics check. You could potentially shove him 5 feet, and that would throw him into the void and off the mountain.
Okay, can I try and do that?
You certainly can.
I mean, would the other one see me?
This one, well, he's not looking down. He's looking south because he's looking at.
Okay, good.
But yeah.
All right, I'll do that. Hold on, let me see how far it is. Huh.
It's 35 feet, so you're probably not going to make it.
Oh. Maybe that's not the best idea then.
How do charges work? Is that like part of a dash?
It can be part of a movement or a dash, but a shove is an action, so that's why there's no charging doesn't exist unless you do. I think there's a feat for charging, but it doesn't. It's basically a shove action. So your movement is 20. What's your movement, Kiva? 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just 5 feet short, unfortunately.
Out of character, Thorn heard this one story about a dwarf and orc falling off a cliff.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
That's it.
So I'm not really sure what to do. Like what is a dash action again?
It's basically when you use your action to double your movement, but then that's your action. So you don't have another action, right? So you always have move plus action, and you can take your action to do another move, but then nothing else. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll just wait then, because I can't get far enough.
Okay, you don't want to. You're just gonna chill out and stay hidden. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jenica.
Seeing that this orc has approached me and missed his attack on me, I'm gonna pull out my warhammer and try to strike him with it.
All right. It's a miss.
Yep.
Bounces off the orc's hide armor, and yep, does no damage.
I will try with my fist. Dang it.
Again, unfortunately, it's a glancing blow.
And I will spend one key to do another.
Oh, God.
Aha!
Yes. A hit.
I've redeemed myself. Kind of.
Have you?
It's like no one else saw it but me.
The orc goes oof as you knock the wind out of him just a little bit.
Ah, crap. I think that's the end of my turn, so.
I'm gonna move to here and try and kick him off the edge.
Okay, so you're gonna do a shove. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah,
give me an athletics check.
That's pretty good.
Yep, your 22 beats his 17, so he goes flying. Tell us how it happens.
Well, I grab him at first, and then just say, "You should have let me past." I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Just push him off.
Okay.
Does his face? Does he seem sad? Is it like a moment of oh no?
Yes, there's certainly a
betrayed.
moment of oh no as his stomach flies into his throat as gravity takes hold of him and he flies off the mountainside.
Well, he kind of deserved it. I've got just enough movement to move there, I think, and then because it was 15 to move to where he was, where I'd started the shove. Oh no, but then I moved 5. Okay, there.
There we go. He's off now. He's off the mountainside. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, end my turn.
End your turn.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
That was gonna move behind.
Thorn.
Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So Thorn is going to move behind this orc. Pull out his magical, his rapier, rose, and stab the orc from behind. Do I get surprised because I was stealth when I walked up to him?
I'm going to give you advantage because he didn't see you come out of the shadows, and he's looking north for the noise.
Okay.
Not that you needed it.
How does crit work? Is it like a certain amount clearing the AC, or does it have to be?
No, crits are typically a roll range, so it's in most instances it's 20. You need to roll a 20, yeah. So it would light up in green. Yeah.
All right. 15 to hit.
Okay, tell us how he goes down.
I walk up behind him and I shove my rapier at an angle from the bottom, looking to pierce his heart in the process.
Okay, and you can do that. Okay, great. And can you give me a stealth check?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
I still have some movement, right? Because that was 20.
We're out of combat.
Oh, okay. I'm going to slink.
Nice.
As soon as the kill happens, I'm going to try to slink back over here.
I'm gonna nod at Jacob and be like, "Yeah, that was a nice kill, wasn't
Oh, I wiped my
Beautiful,
rapier on the orc's clothes and put it away.
Okay. Now, before you guys do a lot of movement, tell me how you're doing the movement.
I'm just gonna normally walk near to the group, and once I get to about here, I'll start sneaking.
Yeah, I
All
just kind of carelessly walked thinking that the threat is gone, but now that you're saying this, I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Well, you are outside a fortress, so let me read a little bit more about the description. So, shallow steps lead up through a steep fissure to the south. So these are steps that are going up here, and you can see that it turns to the east into the mountainside.
Could you cast light on the on like the fortress? Because it's pretty black where I am. Or is the sun not hitting that anymore?
Yeah, I'll bring the sun around just a little bit, but it's let me see here. It's probably the distance of the sun. There we go. Can you see a bit better now?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me see what you're seeing. No, that's. Oh, hang on. That's weird. Okay, hang on. There's something there. No. Why is there such a stone? Hang on just a second. I may have made a mistake here we need to fix. Just give me a second here. Is there like a hard line right where you are, Praline?
Yeah.
Okay. I think. No, that's just okay. That's just the limit of the sun. Okay, just a second. Let me fix that token. That's because that's.
So, Jacob, what did you see when you walked up over there?
What do you mean?
No, I'm just curious. Just making some.
Okay, now you should be able to see.
Okay, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I just didn't put enough distance on it. Okay, sorry. Carry on. You were. So you guys aren't. You can't be speaking right now because you're not next to each other, unless you're yelling across.
No, I'm not yelling. Go ahead.
So,
Kamar, are you sneaking across there? Give me a.
yeah, I'm sneaking from now on. Oh, okay, yeah. Stealth check. Excellent.
Okay.
13. Well, that didn't go very well. We've already murdered 2 people. Well, it's killed. Whatever. Shit happens. So, are we going to try and sneak in further, or what? What's the plan now?
I may have made a mistake when I cast that shatter. It's a pretty loud noise. So.
Yeah, but I don't think they suspected it was man-made. Probably, noises happen in crevasses. So let's just hope they don't think too much about it.
Thorn's gonna come out of the shadows, approach Kamar, and say, "You don't think a loud noise in a fortress will attract other people?"
No, because the loud noise wasn't a guy going, "Ah, guards, help!" It was a loud crack thing. That's not really a natural noise.
That's why you're not the leader. And I look at Kiva.
Oh God.
I think we should continue to be cautious. because we don't know what's down there. So I think we should try and stay hidden at all costs.
She's 15. Why are you railing her so hard?
Kiva's 15.
No, Praline. Fucking hell. Coming out of left field. Your only input was the worst thing you've done.
Okay,
Praline, don't listen
if
to
you're
him.
moving, you're gonna have to give me a stealth check, please.
Okay. Stealthily move in.
Oh.
Not stealthily.
Okay, as you move to this space, you hear the request to roll for initiative again, and
Oh no. Ugh.
I
4.
kind of lean over to Kamar and Thorns, and I go, at this rate, she's gonna die before Beignet.
Oh shit, son. Oh
Wow.
I'm ready for adventure.
shit. I'm sure you are, little girl.
okay, Kiva, I need you in the. There we go. Thanks very much. All right, Thorn, you are still hidden in the shadows there. What do you do?
Okay, if I were to try to go after Praline and kind of pull her back before she encounters threats, like how can I get to her from here?
You can.
All right. What is the macro for changing to select move? I know A is to change to grab the map, right? Do you know what
It's just an S to get back to the arrow. If you have those,
perfect.
it's not a mac. Yeah.
Got it. Thorn's gonna move over here, grab Praline and whisper, "Get back."
Batman, get back.
And then move back a little bit. That's what I'll do. And as an action, I'll ready a ranged attack to attack enemies. I'm specifying if they engage in combat with Praline.
Janica.
Well, since I don't really want the 15-year-old to die, I'm gonna go, hold on, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, and I'm gonna ready an attack if I see any enemies to shoot them with my bow.
Okay.
Oops.
Uncle Thorn and Janicup's got your back.
And I'll end my turn.
All right.
And why am I not an Thorn? What the heck?
I said Uncle Thorn and Janicup, like we're both uncles.
So
Oh,
Praline,
okay.
Yes.
before you go, hang on just a second. Okay, around that corner that you since you're sort of at the front of the party, you can see that a broad entranceway has been carved out of the stone to the southeast. Marble steps with cracked with age and veined with green moss are leading up towards a set of doors.
Okay, so it's this?
Yep.
Okay. I can't see all of it though, right?
No, you can just see the beginning of the stairs. Yeah.
Okay. I hear Thorn's words. Then I turn back and I give the thumbs up. And is she? Yeah, she's a good girl. All right, then she steps back, and she'll ready an action.
Which action?
Crossbow. If I see anyone, then I'll fire it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a firing line.
Yeah.
Kiva.
I'm going to just try and stay hidden, but I think I'm gonna try and move forward a little bit.
All right.
Do I need to do another stealth check?
You will, yes.
All right.
Okay. Where are you moving?
Here, I think.
Okay.
Praline, how many were around the corner? Did you see?
See anyone, but I saw steps leading up to something.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go here then, and if anyone comes in range, I'll hit them. That's my readied action. With my battle axe.
Gotcha. All right. So, Kamar, since you stepped into the limelight, you see an orc appearing at an arrow slot, and you about 15 feet up this rocky wall right here. Now that you see it, you can't possibly imagine how you missed the arrow slots that are all around you. And and this orc appears at this narrow with a bow and arrow, taking aim. So all of you who have held ranged attacks, which I believe is Praline, Thorn, and ShizaKicks, is that correct? Did you all hold ranged attacks, right?
Yeah.
You readied them. Yep. Okay, go ahead and shoot at the orc, whose face you can see through this very narrow slot. It's going to be a tough shot, but have a go.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh.
It's just the one slot that we see?
Well, no. Now that you've seen slots, you see one slot there. You see another slot here.
Oh.
And actually another one back here. Yeah.
All right, Praline, you go first.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's a miss, I'm afraid.
Uh-oh.
What's the
Oh, you were
possibility?
blessing yourself, by the way, which I don't think...
Okay.
That's okay, but we'll just ignore that. It's a miss. Who else has a ranged attack? Thorn.
Thorn.
Okay, I'll go.
Whoa.
It's a hit. Good job. Let's see some damage. Ooh, the arrow sticks into the chest of the orc, who makes
Chest
an oof
or
sound
eye?
as he's hit. Hmm?
I'm just like, I could only see his face. Like, maybe it hits his eye, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I mean, that would be handy, because then maybe he wouldn't be able to...
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying. I know. I hear you. You did 13 damage. Not okay. So it's like cool. All right. And ShizaKicks, did you have a held ranged attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and shoot at the orc as well then.
I've been having some bad luck, so.
Come on, 18. You could do this.
Oh!
All right. That's a nice hit. This one does hit him in the eye. What's the damage?
Ha! All right. Ooh. Okay.
He falls away from the window. Tell us more.
Well, I guess with this dragonborn strength, I see him and I let go of my bowstring.
It's not the magic bow, right? At all. It's your dragonborn strength.
Well, it's a little bit of both, you know. So it goes like through his head, and I see it hit the floor, and him.
Nice. Excellent. And then immediately, as he falls away, another orc appears at that same slot with his bow, and he's going to shoot at you, Kamar.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
That's very disappointing.
No.
Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Ooh, it's a terrible shot. It pings off the canyon wall and drops at your feet. But the orc, you can hear him growling, and you can actually see him move away.
I stamp on the arrow and bare my teeth. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
Okay. Thorn.
Hmm. From where I am right now, what can I see from the slits?
You see that there are arrow slits where I'm pinging here.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more or less directly above you, and then there's the one which the other orc shot through.
Can I see any enemies through the slits?
Not at this stage, no.
I would like to move here and ready an action to shoot the first orc that I see other than Kamar that appears either through the slits or the hallway.
Which hallway are you talking about?
Um.
Oh, you mean the through the pathway that you're on, sort of the canyon. Got it. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Got it. So I just want to make sure Yeah.
So the southeast hallway, but prioritizing the slits.
Got it.
Yeah. And before I end my turn, I'm gonna say, maybe I should sneak ahead from now on.
In your gruff old voice.
Another orc appears at that same window, same arrow slit where he was before, and it's going to be he's going to shoot at you, Kamar, because you can see you most easily.
Kamar can't get no
about
brains.
my ready action?
No!
Oh,
What about the ready action that I just rolled?
Oh yeah, you can. Oh, sorry, you can shoot at him. Sorry, yes, you do have a ready action. Yep.
Please kill him.
Well, I don't know. Let the RNG gods decide how much I roll,
Shoot
right?
the arrow midair.
Oh,
No.
Does that hit? 10 to hit?
No.
How am I the first one to be seen? When
I'm
one studied
shorter than
further.
you, okay?
So it's 11 piercing, Kamar, as the arrow lodges in your shoulder, and the orc grunts with satisfaction. And again, you see him moving away from the window.
We need to get out of here.
I do love that voice. It's growing on me.
Yeah. I prefer Dal's voice, though.
Is it still a little bit nasally, though, or?
No, it's like the Batman thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so...
You wouldn't want a merchant in your group, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
Since I'm kind of running low on arrows as an interaction, I'm gonna yank that arrow in Kamar's shoulder out, and I'm gonna put it in my quiver.
What the fuck?
That
my
would be an
first-
action, Janica. So are you sure
Oh,
you
that
want to do
isn't.
that?
That is an action. Okay.
That would be an action because it's like a bigger
Yeah.
deal. Yank. It's kind of stuck in there.
Yeah, so I kind of and then yank it out. And then can I like do a hand motion as I'm running away?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. And as I'm going over here, I'm kind of like waving my hand like we should probably not be in this position. And
Alright.
that will end my turn.
Praline.
I think Praline's a bit overconfident and not gonna back down from a fight, so
Oh no.
he's gonna
Oh,
ready.
yeah.
Can I ready a cantrip?
Sure. Which can sure. In
Yeah.
what for what? For what trigger? What cantrip and what trigger?
Give me if any creature I see is within any creature that pops up, I'm gonna cast this cantrip on it that would do damage.
Okay. Got it. And are
She's
you moving?
suicidal and it's only the first combat encounter.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
no. She's still drunk.
Now, whose fault is that?
Yeah, Kamar.
Praline, are you moving?
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Gosh.
Kiva.
I'm just gonna try and continue trying to stay hidden. So I'm gonna do another stealth check. And try and move forward a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
Oh no!
Oh no.
No, Kiva.
So you
No.
trip and stumble a couple of steps down,
Oh,
Down the
gosh.
steps. Oh no.
up the steps, but you're making a bit of noise there. But carry on.
Wait,
and do
this
your
is
movement.
up? This isn't down?
Yep. This is supposed to be up. Sorry, yes. supposed to be up.
Oh my god.
My bad.
Okay, so like, do they see me and are they gonna attack me?
Those are good questions, but I can only answer them by describing actions that occur.
Is there any way I could like block an attack if that happens?
You can dodge. You can take the dodge action, which means that you're not doing anything except trying to avoid attacks, and that gives you that gives them disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, can I like do that? Is that like holding an action? The dodge
No, that
action,
is an action.
or-
That is an action, but it lasts to the end of your
Oh,
turn, to the beginning of your next turn. So it's even if you get
Oh, yeah.
attacked.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
And is that all your movement?
Could I move a little bit more, or?
Well, you can move 25 feet, right? You moved from
Yeah.
here to here, so you've moved 10 feet. Now, if you move through Kiva through Kamar or Praline space, that's a 10-foot move itself. But then you have, so that would be 20. Then you can move another 5 feet. So you could get to here, for example. Here.
Okay, I think I'll move there.
Okay.
All right.
Kamar.
So can you move multiple times in a turn? Or
Yes,
is
you
it
can
only
split your movement. Yes.
okay? Because I want
Move,
to.
act, move. Yep.
Because I want to move round until I see something.
Yes.
So that's 15 to move there.
Yes.
20.
What do you see?
Nothing as of yet. It's sort of like a fire and a door, maybe.
You see, yes. Let me finish the description.
Okay.
Let me see here. Where are we? A narrow ledge overlooks a deep. No, wrong room. Marble steps cracked with age and veined with green moss. Those are these steps here. Lead up to a strong double door of carved stone, 8 feet wide and almost 10 feet tall. The doors are open, and you can see a glow behind them. And you also notice, because you're now looking, arrow slits, where I'm showing both on the north and the south wall. Okay, but the doors are. Shall I say it again? They are open.
Okay.
Is there a safe spot?
Not maybe. I'm just trying to work out if I can get there.
Lead the way, kid killer.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to move to here. And then use the wall as cover. Is that okay?
I didn't say where you're moving, sorry.
There.
Okay. Yep.
And then does that count as cover now? So am I sort of then I would have been.
It depends. I mean, if someone was shooting you from here, yes. If someone's shooting at you from over here, no.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And that's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, and I relay what I saw about the open door and the 2 slits to the group.
Relay it? How do you relay it?
I just shout. Well, before I ran, I was like, watch out, there's 2 more slits and the doors are open, so be careful. That's all I said.
All right. Okay. Okay, and then he takes his action, and that's the end of his turn. Thorn.
Let's see how far Thorn could move. Thorn is going to say, "Follow Kin Killer to cover," and move over here. Ready a ranged attack for enemies that he sees appearing at either the slits. I think the slits you said were here.
They are right at the top of the steps. One is right here,
Mm-hmm.
and one is right here. Yeah.
He's getting ready an attack for the slits and for the doors.
Got it. Anything that comes in range. Okay, got it. Okay. Janica.
Okay, so seeing that no one decided to retreat to the safety of where they can't get shot.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd retreated. Sorry.
Well, their character didn't realize.
No.
So I'm just gonna start running back, I guess.
So you're taking a dash action?
Well, that was 40 feet.
Oh yeah, you have 40. That's right. You have 40, of course. Yeah.
And already another attack with my bow if I see any enemies.
Okay.
If I still have my readied action, could I dash?
No, because it was an attack action. But it's your turn now, so now you can just move and just a regular turn. Because you didn't trigger. So a readied action. Here's how a readied action works. You ready it, and then it's your reaction during other people's turns, right? It's like you use like a reaction. So since that didn't happen, now it's just your regular turn.
All right, so I could dash without it taking away that readied action.
No, the readied action is gone now, and so you can just you can just do your regular move. You can do move and then action, and your action could be a dash, so you could move 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just move here. I think that's the max if I go through so I'll go here and ready that same cantrip.
Got it. Kiva.
Okay, I'm basically just gonna do the same thing I've been doing. Just continue trying to sneak, moving forward slowly.
So much for the leader taking initiative.
See, Delve is the leader. I mean, Thorn.
Thorn is not the leader.
Thorn is not the leader. Kamar.
Okay, guys, stop arguing on the mountainside here.
Okay, go ahead.
And then you can go ahead and move, Kiva.
Why are you arguing that you shouldn't be the head figure of power?
I was
Or at
speaking out
least
of
the person
character.
that
I was
leads.
commenting. You didn't hear the Thorn's voice, right?
Okay, am I near any like arrow slots?
You can see arrow slots here, and you can't see the one around the corner, but there is a same kind of slot right there.
Okay, maybe can I attack?
The empty slot.
Oh, is there? Okay, so there's no one to attack right now.
You can't see anybody through it right now. Someone might pop out, but not right now. They're not. So.
Okay. I think I'm gonna move a little bit more then. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I can do, right?
Well, I mean, you could dash and move a whole nother movement. It's up to you. Entirely up to you.
Yeah, I think I'll do that actually.
Then you're not readying anything, right? So that then your action becomes your dash.
Am I like undercover here?
You're on a wall.
Yeah, I think I'll move right there.
right.
Okay.
As you cross the steps, as you climb up the steps, you see an orc pop. You see an orc face in the southern arrow slit, and
Oh.
an arrow comes whizzing at you, and let's see. It's a terrible shot. It glances off your armor.
Does Thorn see this popping out?
Yes, both Thorn and Praline have held actions that you can now use. Readied actions. Thorn's short bow. Yes, nice. That's a hit. All right. You hit the arrow. You hit the orc with your arrow. The orc is injured. Praline?
Yeah. Then I cast my cantrip.
Okay. So I made you a macro, which hopefully you can see a button in the bottom left.
Bottom left.
Of your HUD. It should say it underneath it where all our names are. There should be a little thing that says Praline Blanc, Toll the Dead. Nope. I tell you what, do this. Open up your character sheet.
Uh-huh.
And the third tab, Attributes and Abilities. Under Abilities on the right, it should say Toll the Dead. And if you click the little Show in Macro Bar button, checkbox, now that should appear down there. And then when you click on it, it should automatically do... It'll pop up a window and ask you, is the target injured or not? And then it should do the Toll the Dead.
Sorry, where in my character sheet was that again?
Yeah, so if you open up your character sheet, the third tab, the left is bio and info, the middle one is character sheet, and the last one is attributes and abilities.
Okay. And
do I
just click that? Yeah, I see it. Toll the Dead.
So then if you click that little show in macro bar, then the button should always be available to you. And if you want to Toll the Dead, you just click that button. It'll ask you, it'll pop a window and say, is it injured? Is the target injured? You select yes in this case, and then hit the button.
All right. And where does it show up then? After I click the show in macro bar?
It should have, in the middle of your screen somewhere, you should get a little window that says, is the target injured, or something like that.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
All right. Toll the Dead, so I'm going to have to make a DC 12 wisdom check. Let's see. Ooh, the orc is very wise. And he manages to avoid. He knows this is just a sound, and he doesn't take it seriously.
Dang.
Okay. That was his action, but you did make him pay. Whoa, that was Kiva's action, rather. So, Kiva, anything else from you? Now it's Kamar's action.
So I'm gonna try and I'm moving. So I don't know why, but I used to be able to draw, and it seems to have stopped showing people. Is this? Can you see that?
Oh yeah, now I can see it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. But if I see anyone on the way, I'm gonna stop. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So I can see that guy through the bottom now.
Yep.
But he's through the slit, so I can't really hit him with the.
Yeah, he's 20 feet up. He's 20
Oh,
feet
he's 20 feet up. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'll head to here. Oh,
are you able to see into the fortress now?
no. It's actually got less vision than before somehow.
Yeah, it's because you're on the border there. You can just yeah, sorry about that. It's just
so can that guy behind me hit me, or is the angle too steep for him?
This guy?
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be really hard because the slit does restrict his angle, and so you can't really see anything. You can't really see him very much anymore, so you can assume that he can't really make it work for where you are.
Okay, I'll ready an action then. If anyone comes through the doorway, I'll jump out and get him. Okay.
All right. You do see an orc appear here in this doorway. I think Praline, Thorn, Kamar, and Kiva, you can see it, but he does not come out. And you hear these orcs. They're two orcs working hard.
Oh, it's really loud. Hold on.
Sorry, it's a bit loud. Because somehow the other sound really wasn't working. You can see them. They have now closed the north door.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, I don't know where that happened. Oh, that's where it happened. Nobody shot an arrow. Relax. All right, end of turn. Thorn.
Hmm. I don't know if I want to reveal all my tricks just yet. These stairs over here, are these going up or down?
They're all going up. Everything's going up to the door.
This door is also going up, and these are also going up, I guess.
Yep, all those stairs are going up. Yep.
Okay. So, gonna move over here with my with my movement. Do I see any orcs at this moment?
You don't see them, but you can hear them working at this. As you know, this is all happening simultaneously. So they're grunting, and you can hear the grunting and heaving and shoving of more than one orc as they closing the north door. Right, it's a huge door. I think it's, what did I say? It was almost 10 feet tall, 8 feet wide, made out of carved stone. It's a massive piece of masonry, and it needs a lot of effort to close it.
Okay. Alright. I think there's something wrong with roll 20. It's frozen. I'm gonna refresh it. Okay, so I'm going to do a bonus action to dash here. That's 15. I still have 10 more feet. I'm going to throw one of my smoke grenades at this orc that's in front of me.
Okay.
Then I will move 10 more feet and attempt to stealth, because the smoke is instant, from what I understand.
Okay. Can you give us maybe an area of effect template for the smoke?
Sure.
You can pick a color and remind me it's diameter of 20 feet or something.
Let me double check. Okay, so when this is broken, using an it's using an action. So
yeah, but you moved and did bonus action. You did your roguish bonus action, right? Isn't that what you did?
Right. The dash for cunning action. Right.
Yes.
So I can still use my action. Okay.
So you still have an action. That would be throwing the grenade. You can't then stealth because that would be another action. But you can
right.
throw the grenade.
So at least it's like, if they try to hit me, it's going to be maybe slightly harder. It's a 20-foot radius with a thick fog cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get the template out then. That doesn't look right.
That's not a 20-foot radius. Did you say it was 20-foot radius, right?
Right. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
That's good. So where do you throw it? What's the center of it?
And now I can't move it. I dragged it out. Okay.
Can you move it again?
Yeah, I can move it now. So, it's centered on that orc, so this seems fine. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's all my actions could do.
Okay, I'm just going to rule that the smoke is billowing out of the door where Kiva is, but it isn't actually covering Kiva because it's sort of coming out more like a rectangular thing out there. So that right now, Kiva, you see this. So it's out here. It's more like this because it's coming billowing out, like being channeled through the doorway. So
Dalv is smoked off that whole area.
yes. That
Oh,
whole
okay.
area. There's a huge smoke cloud. So the rest of you describe what they hear and see. Thorn, excuse me.
So they see me run up, then throw some kind of ball at the orc, closing that or has already closed one half of the doors, and then as smoke is emanating from there, he dashes into the smoke. What?
Did someone say something? I heard a crunch as well.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Well, I end my turn.
Okay.
Oh, let me take one smoke grenade off my sheet.
Yeah. Okay. Whose turn is it now? It is the turn of an orcish orc. The orc, yeah. So the little orc face you saw on the southern slit disappears. Okay. And that's that. Janicop, it's your turn.
I didn't really see any orcs from this position, so I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. Still can't really see anything. I'm just gonna ready my bow for an attack if I see any enemies again.
Okay. All right. Really?
Seeing where Delv ran and realizing that they're trying to close the door, Praline's gonna make a action to go inside. So there. Oh, snap. Okay.
How well can she see in the fog?
It's a heavily obscured area, so you can still see 5 feet around you. So you can certainly see that there's an orc to the northwest of you, and you can see that there is a bridge and a chasm opening up in front of you. So, yep, that's where you are.
And I have no more actions, so...
Kiva.
Alright, I'm going to move forwards, I think.
Question, as you said 5 feet, right? As Praline is running in front of Dalv, can he, like, pull her towards him? Or is that considered, like, an action? It's not my turn.
That would be an action for next turn, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can't move straight through there, Kiva, because the door is closed on that north side. So you just have to move through this space right here if you want to enter, yep. No difference in feet. I'm just telling you can't go through that north part. So.
Okay. I think I'm close enough to attack one of the orcs, right?
You certainly are. There's an orc right there,
Awesome.
just to the northeast of you. You're going to be attacking. Everybody's going to be attacking with disadvantage because it's heavily obscured. But go ahead and roll. Unfortunately, in the darkness, you're not able to make out the orc well enough to hit him.
Oh, okay.
Kamar.
Well, nothing else I can do but run forward. So that's 20 feet to get to there. Oh, 25 because I had to run through Kiva.
Okay.
That's okay. That's it. So just gonna swing on the guy who's to the north of me.
All right.
That's first swing of the game. Here we go.
Unfortunately, it's a miss. Again,
great.
the smoke is pretty profound, so it's yep, hard to.
Yeah, well, that's all I got.
Okay.
Is that the sound of the smoke, or?
No, that's the sound of the braziers that are heating up this area and providing. It used to provide a little light, but it's a bit dark right now. And up here. Okay. Yes. Well, the orc drops his. Well, no, he didn't have anything in his hands. He pulls out his great axe, and he's gonna swing. It's gonna be 1, 2 Kiva, 3, 4 Kamar, 5, 6 Praline. He's gonna swing at you, Praline.
No.
Oh, jeez.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage is a 13. I don't think that hits.
No, that does not hit.
Again, he's really having trouble seeing you there, and he's stumbling around in the murk.
I'm too wily.
Well,
His,
it's the smoke, I think. That would have been a 13. Goddamn.
Yeah, that would have been a serious blow. His friend also pulls out his great axe and jumps over here. 1, 2 Kamar, 3, 4 Praline. He goes for you, Kamar.
Oh no.
Also at a disadvantage. Wow, they are really.
Would have been
critting
another
it.
crit. Goddamn.
Yeah.
So couldn't that smoke grenade, huh?
That would have knocked me down as well.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so it's a whiff. He's just struggling. It's just like, what's going on? Thorn.
Okay, so going through Praline, that's going to be 20. That's going to be 10.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 15 if I move there.
Okay.
Just thinking. If I'm, how does surprise work? Like if I'm stealth, can I attack the orc with advantage?
So there's no more surprise because
Right.
No more surprise because we're in combat and everybody's active. You can do sneak attacks. You can do as a rogue. You can do sneak attacks in this circumstance because there's another enemy of your enemy within 5 feet of them. So you get advantage because of the sneak attack, right?
Right.
So because it's a disadvantage because of the smoke, the two cancel out and it's just a regular roll. We'll just take your left-hand dice. Before
I move, if I try to stealth and then move there, would that give me any benefits? No.
They don't stack. So once you have any kind of advantage, it cancels out the disadvantage, but you can't add a second advantage. So advantage and disadvantage do not stack. They're just like if you have one. So right now, this is the best you can do is to have a regular roll. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I use my rapier rose to try to pierce the orc.
It's a hit. He goes down. Tell me more.
I see that Praline is not as hardy as Kamar, and because she's a frail 15-year-old girl, and I go to her rescue and stab the orc through his femoral artery, and he bleeds out in front of me. I still have some movement though. So let's
indeed,
see.
I think you have like 10 feet left, or 5 or 10 feet. Yep.
I move here, and I have 5 feet left. I taunt the orc by saying, "Filthy animal," and then I move north and try to provoke his attacks towards me, and then I end my turn.
All right. I think given that it's 11:25, we are going to pause here and resume this exciting combat next week. It will be we're not at the end, so it's not like we're 2 turns from the end of this combat. So I'm just saying we will pause it here.
Danica is patiently waiting outside the smoke tower.
I'm curious what Janica hears from like the concealed.
I'm just hearing a lot of clanking of metal and a lot of whiffs, and I'm like, what is going on in there?
All right. Well, hopefully that was an exciting start to your new adventure, and
Yeah.
enjoyed today. It was fun.
The new adventure for the new and improved Luto levers.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Vlad. If you like what you saw or found it helpful, please subscribe or comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think.